The only annoying thing about YouTube is you can only stream for like 6 hours, 7
Yeah.
hours or something, or you have to start a new one.
Yeah, I did notice that when I was trying to look for the stream. I ended up on and then I heard my own voice. I was like, well, that's not the one I want.
Yep. What's the other streaming site?
Twitch.
Well, there's Twitch, YouTube, and there's that other one that just started.
I have no idea, mate. Did you go in or not?
He's going. Nope, oh yeah, he's going. Oh. I couldn't give you an accurate indication because he broke, he stayed behind you, and then he went in.
That was a fucking wank move.
Like, he accelerated in pat to your side.
Yeah.
So dumb.
No, it's lucky I got triples then.
Hmm?
Lucky I got triples then, because by the time he got on the side of me, that was my turning point.
Yeah, and again, I couldn't tell.
Oh no, he wanted to come by you,
yeah.
mate, because he slowed down and then went fast again.
Uh-huh. Yeah, at that point, all I could say was, oh, he's going. I don't think you're supposed to jump on ice cream.
No. I think they're chasing down P1 quite hard though.
He's still one lap down, nothing's changed.
That's gone completely fucking wrong. I was on for a good lap there until that last corner fucked me over. I won't be in Owen's time, but
I'm just happy with myself that I got myself in the
no, you're fucking going quick, mate.
I knew I could do it. It was just argy. No, different driver though. Same car. knew I could do it. It was just a matter of having to get used to it again.
Yeah. That's what I said to Ryan. He said, if I'm going to do P2, I need to know now.
Mm-hmm.
And it's about a week and a half ago, 2 weeks ago, because I need to be able to drive it.
Yeah. Again, I put in for the same thing. I was like, yeah, Corvette GTE, GTP, and that was it. I didn't put in LMP2 because I was really hoping that like somebody was gonna be like, oh, I also put in the RSR.
Yeah.
I put in the Porsche.
Well, after the last two fucking races in the GTE, I just turned around to Owen and I said, I am not driving a GTE again on this series because you've got no with your destiny. It's fucking ridiculous.
Well, yeah, Ryan came back and was like, hey, oh. What did he hit? He hit the wall. Yeah, he lost it and sideswiped the wall.
You know what? I overtook him because I knew he'd gone wide. I went slower so I could control my car instead of running it onto the grass and then blaming me.
Mm-hmm.
It's weird how that works, isn't it?
Always. We've been passed so many times, and dudes freaking all of a sudden shot off the track. Well, now I kind of need Owen to come back
Like that.
because I only have 5 infinite points.
Oh.
And now I don't want to jinx myself.
How many laps you got on line, dude?
You have 2.3. It'll be 1.9. No, wait, we're at the carousel?
Yeah.
1.8. 1.7, 1.8.
Yeah, I'm not gonna get another lap. So I'm gonna have to box this lap.
You
Not this lap,
can.
next lap.
Yeah, let up at the arrow at the markers. Do your braking. Come through. I generally will shift into fourth at the colored curve. Kind of let up a little bit. Sorry, I said that late. My brain was. I let up a little bit early here. And then I short shift. That'll put you at about 1.8. And then you can just do your normal fuel saving. And that should bring you across the line at. It'll be close. I would say that if you don't come around the bend at what would it be, at least 1.1, and then fuel save the next lap. Yeah, if you don't come around the last corner at 1.1, I wouldn't go again. I would just pit. So if you're not worried about it, fuck it, pit. If you want to challenge your expertise-ness.
I've been fuel saving since you said about it, so.
I noticed. I was ranting. I was going, just fucking go with it. Jesus. That guy's going slow. I hate that. When you just turn a little too late on the carousel.
Yeah, it seems like you're just going forward.
Yeah, and you just all of a sudden aren't turning. So we're at 1.1 now.
1.1?
Yep, you're still at 1.1. So if you come around here and you're still 1.1, so you're 1.0.
I'm with a box.
Yeah. You'd be so close. Like you could do it, but
Yeah.
you'd have to let up as soon as you could every corner. You'd get there and you'd have one. You'd probably
Yeah.
hit 0 at the box.
Yeah. It's not worth the risk,
Yeah.
mate.
All right. So fuel's checked. Tires checked. Good to go.
Perfect. 0.5 optionals.
How do you guys get that? I don't know where you guys are getting that.
It's bouncing off the curbs, mate. That's all it
Is
is. Yeah.
I don't know
Like
what
floor
curbs it
damage.
is. 'Cause I.
Especially when it ran wide on that last left-hander before the last turn.
Oh, okay.
Because I bounced off that quite a lot. Should come out in quite a good place.
I may need to adjust my pedals a little bit again. You got no one behind you. I did finally learn how to adjust the angle of my pedals.
I
But I didn't realize I could do it until I finally looked at it. Hopefully he's nice and waits till it's straight. I don't think he's done enough to put a dive in. And I don't think the next cars will catch you until towards the end of this lap. This next lap, so.
Temperature's in the track now.
What's up?
Temperature's picking up again now.
Mm-hmm.
We're up to 27.
Oh yeah. It's probably why it feels like. It's probably why it looks like the car's sliding more. I didn't look at the temperature. I should have, but. Like I just want like a simplistic overlay like that. Like I just want one
I'll be
that's
honest,
really
mate.
track temp. I don't care about the other overlays.
Maury.
If I'm honest.
DRE is fucking really good.
Is it?
Yeah, because the only reason I looked at it told me then that track temp had increased by 2 degrees in the last 2 hours.
And it's why, like, again, because, like, crew chief tells you, but I wish he would tell you more, because he doesn't always tell you when it changes.
Yeah.
Like, he'll only tell you every once in a while. Because there's certain points where, like, I want to know, and I wish that I could, like, push a button real quick and him tell me. And I don't know if that's a thing, because I would just use that, too. But I don't know, I really like freaking uncluttered cockpit.
Yeah.
And it's all split. And again, I guess it's that little more realism thing for me when you guys are telling me what's going on. Which obviously doesn't always help me with doing a sprint race.
You know, like, not too much on the inside then, and it fucking felt like he wanted to spin. Come on, mate, fucking hell.
Like, there's certain times where you need to use your frickin' overtake or your attack mode. Like, if you're gonna pass a car and you're in a car that has attack mode, use it if you're gonna pass them.
Attack mode should be on a fucking button, not on that dial.
Right. So mine's on a dial, but mine's on a thumb encoder. So it's my top right thumb encoder. So I can literally just switch it real quick and I'm good to go.
Yeah.
I don't have it on like a center dial like they do in the on the iRacing cockpit because I don't even think that's what's on the real wheels.
Because with attack mode, you sort of only decide. Well, it depends how you use it. Whether you're using it as a strategy or whether you're using it because you're actually trying to overtake someone.
Yep. Yeah, and like on Le Mans, I would be on attack mode when I hit the straight and I had cars in front of me.
Yeah.
Like if I knew that I would catch them before the chicane.
Yeah.
I came out of the Mulsanne corner and I was freaking in attack mode, catching them, and I would catch them before the freaking chicane every time. And then if I had another one in front of them, I would just leave it on attack mode, catch them before the next chicane, turn it back to balanced, and then by the time I came back around, my freaking battery was recharged where it needed to be.
Yeah.
It's like the only time you really need to worry about it is if you accidentally leave it on. Because the other thing they screwed up on, and I wish they didn't, is the battery is supposed to equalize. It's supposed to like equalize itself when you're on balance mode, right? So when you do your first lap shouldn't be seconds faster than the rest of your laps.
Yeah.
You know, you should be running fairly consistent laps all the way through. And your battery should be going down towards the end of the stint. And then when you get into the pits, it's supposed to get recharged. So that way you have a full battery for your next stint.
Yeah.
And all the cars are supposed to do that. At least in the WEC. That's how they run them. So I guess the GTP cars have the same plug that the LMH cars have.
Yeah.
Where that way they'll charge. But then in IMSA, I think that they don't. I don't know if they actually use it in IMSA. I'd have to actually watch the pit stop closer. But I just noticed it that in every WEC race, they're always getting recharged in the pits. So when they come out, they have a full battery.
It's one of them though. Why wouldn't you do that? Because it fucking just makes more sense. Because it's weird why they have so many different regulations for stuff like that depending on the series.
And again, they might do it for IMSA, and I just don't notice it because for the WEC, like they show the charge that the cars have left, right? So all the computers and everything are hooked up to the commentator's screen, so they put it up they put it up so you can see it. But on IMSA, they don't do that.
Could be a little bit of an unfair advantage on your teams, though. Because if the team who's chasing knows that you've got lower charge, so you know you've got to be fucking.
That's where pit strategy comes back into play, right?
Yeah.
So now you have to go in and be like, all right, so if we come in and change tires now, we're gonna have better charge to catch them towards the end of the stint and take the win, right? And that's what was going on between, I don't remember Matt Campbell's partner, but the Porsche number 7 and Blomqvist in his freaking number 60 car. I think that's his car. At Road America is he pitted after the number 7 Porsche.
Yeah.
So when he came back out on track, first off, Blomqvist is just fast. He's just a fast driver. I think he'd do really, really well in the freaking WEC. But you could tell that there was a huge difference in speed between the two cars.
Okay.
That Acura was way faster than the Porsche was, but then when I watched back on earlier parts of the race, when the Acura came out and the Porsche went in after him, or a car behind him pitted after him and they came out on track, he was faster. That car that came out was faster than the car that was still out on track. So I'm guessing that they have to do battery recharge. So and again, I don't know how they do it, because I don't think it seems weird to me that when you're in the pits and you're sitting at 50% battery, how our batteries wouldn't be charging. He's waiting. He's going under right now. Because one of the things that Brad and I were doing at Monza was we were putting the car on build mode on our last lap of the stint, of that stint. So we'd be charging more battery, so when we came out, we'd have more battery for the first couple laps to try to make headway on the car in front of us.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense.
And it worked. Like, we were catching cars, you know, and we were definitely getting ourselves unlapped. But I don't know. I think it's weird that it wouldn't charge.
Well, I think iRacing, they follow certain things and then don't follow other things, don't they? They want it to be a simulator, but then they go, well, we're not doing that because it doesn't make sense in a game. You're like, well, it's either a simulator or it's not.
Well, yeah, and so one of the weird things is like LMP1s, how they were like, yeah, you have to turn on your hybrid system.
Yeah.
It's not how it worked in real life. They worked like these ones. They turned on, you had to program it. It wasn't like the smart computers and the LMHs and the GTEs, where it would figure out how long you were on that straight and start giving you more battery. Right, yeah. So that way you'd be faster. So it was picking the points automatically. For the LMP1s, when you were doing your practice laps and everything, they were going through and programming when it would turn on.
Yeah.
So you didn't have to push a button.
Yeah.
But if you, and then it would change how they would have, I think that the crew had to manually change how the LMP1 was using its battery if it was using too much in a race or something.
Yeah.
So at that point, I think that the only thing the driver had that he actually changed was, I think, like brake pressure or something like that, so that way it would create more charge for the battery.
Yeah.
But, yes, I was looking at that, and the only reason why I learned about that was, he's going for it. He's on your right, clear. He shouldn't have gone for it. I don't know why he's going for it.
Is that P2 again, isn't it?
Yeah. don't.
His podium's more important than my podium, mate. That's all that is.
Yeah. The fast guy's back in P1. Or the fast driver's back in that car. It's so weird to see how small the freaking LMP2 is. Like, it's so small compared to the production cars and the GTPs. Does coming out like that give you more speed? Coming out of the carousel?
Yeah. Yeah,
When you're
a lot
behind
more.
him? Really?
Yeah. Yeah.
Because I don't think I'm doing that. I think I'm just
No.
riding their ass as much as I can, and then I'm freaking.
No, if you do it that way, you're on full throttle before you get to that inside curb. Providing they stick to their line, you can get quite close to them. By which time you already passed them by the kink, and you technically can take the whole line because you don't come off throttle.
Oh. That makes sense.
And this is what I was trying to teach Michael, but he didn't sort of. It takes a bit of confidence in the car though, because you've got to accept that you're going to slow down mid-corner.
Right. Because I think all
So that
I
you
do.
get, like-
So what do? I'll come up behind him, and as soon as we get there, I'll let off a little bit to create space, and then
Yeah.
I get on full throttle, and then I just go through the opening gap as it opens up.
I mean, I don't do any different from you. I just got more speed by the time the gap's open. That's all it is.
Right, that's what it looks like. I need to try that. I didn't realize that's what you were talking about. I apparently missed exactly what you were.
Trying to explain. Yeah, it's hard to explain how to do it.
But it 100% made sense as soon as you did it. Yeah. The more you know. Doesn't look like Owen's back yet.
No.
He still has 12 laps to get here. Kind of hope he does. My body's a little achy.
Well, I can do a triple if you want. I ain't got a problem.
No, you're good. I can do the single.
Fucking hell.
Why would he?
Oh, you bumped off the curb.
Oh, okay. I thought he turned in to try to get out of your way.
No, you bumped off the curb, and then because I knew that P2 behind was going to be so much more quicker than me, I thought
Yeah,
I'd use the common sense approach and just brake.
that makes sense.
Well, I got to be honest, I didn't know where he was, so I didn't want to just flick right out the way.
Well, so he backed off for a sec, but because you got slowed down, he was just on it at that point.
Which is what I expected, to be honest.
Yeah.
Because that's what I would have done. Thank you.
Yeah, that was.
Oh, thank you, number 37.
Yeah, that's them up in front of us. P1.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I'm not sure why.
Because I think he realised that I could have easily just come out and fucked them all over instead of just letting it just. Yeah, so what I do, see how close I'm getting. I go wide here and I look for that curb. As soon as I see that curb,
Yeah, it's a little bit faster. You're able to get all the way through and back over.
yeah.
I don't know if I'm able to or not. Some cars I think I can, but
It was harder to do it with him because of how slow he was going around that corner. If you've got a normal pace GT, it's easier because they clear the corner quicker. I had to sort of come off the throttle a little bit, so I didn't rush him too much. But you are running the risk of spinning them if you tap them.
Right.
So you need to be 100% if you're going to do it that way.
Makes sense to me. Come on, Owen. You got this, Owen.
Like I say, mate, I'm more than happy to do the triple.
I already said I'd do it. You know me, I'm going to do it. Probably dumb that way, but I'm a team.
Well, like I say, if your head's not into it, then don't force it.
No, my head's into it. Like, it's one of those things where I'm just like, I hope he gets here, because then I can just hang out. But
yeah,
my brain's already working on, okay, we're getting in the car. We're going to do this. It's one
yeah.
step, not a problem. You're the man. Yeah, so. And again, it's one of those things where we're, with you and me, it's not going to be, it's not going to be a problem.
No, exactly.
Learning from you, I've learned how to be pretty fucking safe.
Yeah. I'll tell you what, though, your driving is literally near enough a carbon copy of how I would do stuff. And like you say, you're safe at houses, and you're just like, well, that's the way. What we need to do, we need to get an endurance team that's fucking gonna do the same fucking team the whole series.
That's so. That's what I was. That's what I want to do with Dano, and I'm trying to find someone else. And like the reality is that Craig's a really good candidate for it, but I hate.
Yeah.
I do hate how he gives up so easily. Sometimes.
Yeah.
Because
what size team are you looking for?
3.
For a 4-man or a 3?
I'm looking for 3-man is obviously more realistic, but it's also way more fucking tiring because we don't get to sleep as soon as we're done. We have to help Spot. We also are all sitting here, like we're all communicating with each other, and we don't have a crew to do all the other shit that we need done, right? So a 4-man helps out with that, and I think. Like, the reality is, if we were to do it, I think a 4-man with 2 dudes in North America and 2 dudes in Europe, that would give us very, very good.
Because, like I say, I've been doing a lot of endurance with Owen.
Oh, yeah, no, I was gonna, that was the thing, that was the other person I was gonna bring up, is Owen seems like a way better candidate.
Yeah.
Don't tell Craig, he might murder me. Hopefully he doesn't watch my show afterwards.
Yeah, but fucking Owen, he's very reliable. And once you say to him what car you're going to do and that, I'll float the idea with him.
It'd be cool. I'd totally
over the weekend.
Because then what we can do is we can take the next, when they finally release the cars, we can all sit there and drive the new ones and decide which one we want to do. Like, it seems like I do have this weird thing about me where, like, everyone's like, oh, I'm going to drive this car, right? The new car comes out, everyone's going to drive it. And right now it seems like everyone's really pushing towards the Porsche because it's a good looking car. I love the way Porsche did the car. Even though the only thing I hate about the car is from the side, it looks like a kid drawn race car.
Yeah.
Because of how just bubbly it is.
Yeah.
But the front of the car, it's just fucking beautiful. So I think almost everybody in the chat's talked about how they're going to do the Porsche. I'm just like...
The only reason I want to do the Porsche is because I haven't had the seasons in the BMW and the Cadillac. So I feel like we're all starting from a fresh page.
Right.
Instead of having...
you got to remember, the Acura and the Porsche are both coming out at the same time. They're both coming out on Wednesday?
Yeah, is it Wednesday, is it?
Yeah. I think it's Wednesday because they're doing all their maintenance on Tuesday, right? I think.
Yeah, I thought you could test drive it though, can't you?
Yeah, I think you're gonna be able to test drive it. So it'll give us a week to drive those and the little freaking free sprint races and stuff like that when they open, and then we can
Yeah,
all
but
kind of
the
sit
problem
down.
you've got is I don't know what Owen's financial statement finances are,
Good point.
because obviously that's going to be 30 euros, dollars, isn't it?
Well,
I mean, I personally don't care because I don't drive
know.
them enough. So if you say, right, we're going to do a team, but we're going to be driving the Acura or the Porsche, I'm like, okay, I'll buy that.
Okay.
But
yeah, I was gonna buy them both anyway.
both.
I don't know why, but I think it's just
Yeah,
I
because-
want all 4 GTP cars.
yeah. So if you buy them, I don't make a decision,
Okay.
and then I'll just go with whatever. Because I don't drive them enough to care which one I'm in. I'll be honest, prefer the Porsche because I think it looks nicer, but that is the only reason.
That's literally been everyone's reason, and the reality is that they're not
However,
wrong.
if the Acura sounds better while you're driving it, we'll get that.
The Acura does sound good. Alright, so the only thing I want them to finally do for these damn cars is to have them do the freaking hybrid start.
I wouldn't even know what you're talking about.
So when the GTP cars leave, well, when any of the hybrids leave, they leave on electric power.
Oh, okay.
And then when they hit a certain mile per hour in the pits, the engine kicks on. And it's the coolest fucking sound from any of them. And as far as I know, the Porsche, like the Cadillac obviously sounds mean because it's a naturally aspirated V8.
Yeah.
And the way they set up everything, it sounds great. But the Porsche sounds like the actual Porsche, so it's definitely got noise to it, but it doesn't have as Ryan said, the worst thing about the Cadillac is that over time, the loudness of the engine just gets annoying.
Yeah.
When you're driving it. But the Porsche definitely sounds like the Porsche. It's just a little more muted than the Cadillac because it's got that frickin' Porsche Spider engine in it. The Acura is actually the smallest engine out of all of them. So the Porsche, the Cadillac, and the BMW were all V8s, and the Acura is a V6. It's a twin-turbo V6. So it's got more of a... It sounds better than the BMW, but it is a little bit more high-pitched. But that's if they get the sound right.
Yeah.
I don't think they got the sound right for the BMW. I think that they muted that way too much. But I don't know.
You'd think iRacing would put more effort into the sound side of it. Because...
And they did with the Cadillac.
Yeah.
Like the Cadillac,
I think they learned, haven't they?
But they just, I think, to be honest, I think it's going to come down to certain in-car adjustment features that the Acura and the Porsche have. Because the one thing I love about the Cadillac is the fact that you can adjust not just the brake bias, but you can adjust the migration and whatever the other thing is. I forget what it is. But
what does the migration do then?
It essentially adjusts how the brakes contact how the pads contact the rotors on the front and rear, and when they let them off when you start releasing the brake, so it helps keep the car more stable. It's an F1 thing, so I don't know.
They're like a brake throttle map. So it sort of makes it change the pressure of the actual brake pad onto the rotor.
Yeah, so it makes the car more stable as you're braking. So without having ABS, you can actually adjust the Cadillac more, have a more aggressive brake bias forward to get the car to slow down more, but it still
Right, okay.
be more stable than like the BMW was. Because the BMW doesn't have it. The BMW just has a standard brake bias system. So that's
Yeah.
why you can still run it further forward than like the LMP2, but
Yeah.
you can't run it as far forward as the Cadillac. So, you know, so you have to control the brake a little bit more. You can't get on it as hard.
Yeah.
And so I don't know if the Porsche or the Acura do that, but I do know, looking at the Porsche, that there seems to be way more adjustments on the steering wheel than any of the other GTPs out there. It's got, what does it has? It has 6 thumb encoders.
Nice.
All the other ones only have 2. And then I think there's also an extra rotary and an extra button. Or an extra 2 buttons or something like that on the Porsche. So I don't know. I don't know which one I'm going to do. It was kind of the same thing with the Cadillac and the Porsche, or the BMW. When the Cadillac came out, I told him, like, I'm going to drive them first and then decide what I want to drive. And I think I only drove the BMW twice. And that was at Monza, because Brad didn't own the Cadillac.
Yes.
And Spa with Neil and Craig. And the rest of the time, they were all in the Cadillac. And that was because I liked the way the Cadillac drove.
So what series are you looking to do? This one? The 24-hour
So this one, the 6-hour GES, because that's what we're going to have for Season 4, right?
Yeah.
And then the IMSA, because they're changing the IMSA stuff up. So the IMSA is essentially taking over the ESS. So probably like.
Before changing the subject, sorry. How close are you to be ready to get in the car?
What are we at? 6?
Yeah, got 4 laps left. Well, it'll be 3 laps at the time we get to one.
So
That's all right.
I'm good to go.
Yeah.
Probably after you finish this lap, we'll stretch one more time. Yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna drive the cars, but I think the main 2 is gonna be IMSA and then Yellow Flag.
What's happened?
He's off on the left, same fucking car 8. Or car 14 or whatever it is. I think it's probably going to be like VRS, just so that way I can get ready for
Like I said, there's no specials or anything anymore, is there? The last special was Fiji and the GT.
The last special we're going to have, we have Fuji for VRS, so we're going to have to figure out what we want to do for that.
Yeah, I'm not doing it because it's GT3 and I just really can't be arsed with them. I really can't.
It looked like you were doing really well on the Merc on Fuji.
Yeah, I'm never thereabout, but it's one of them. If I commit to doing the GT3, I won't get back in a prototype until I've done that, if that makes sense, because I find the car's too different.
Right.
I mean, don't get me wrong, if I put my mind to it, I can do it. Because I wasn't even supposed to be doing any races this season at all, because I was going to take the season off.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense. Well, if you do, one thing, the only thing we have left is the Petit Le Mans.
Yeah.
That's like the only other one that, like Season 4, that's the only thing I actually look forward to.
Yeah. And that's in GT3s as well, don't it?
No, it's IMSA, so it's all 3.
Oh, okay, yeah, I'm much ready to do that then.
Yeah. So, and I love Road Atlanta. Super scary in a GTP, but fucking fun. Because when you make that right-hander that on turn 1 and start going up the hill, and you have to learn where to turn right, God, that thing turns so fast on that 3rd corner. And then you just freaking fly down the hill. you're gonna have 2 laps at the line.
Thank you.
Yeah, Owen wasn't supposed to be up for another hour.
Yeah, no. And he normally turns up about half an hour before his stint, so.
Yeah, at this point, it's not even worth it. We should have our splash and dash taken care of.
Yeah.
I might give us 1 more lap just to make sure, but that's just. It's weird that it's. I forget that it's 9. What is it? It's like 10 o'clock here now. Yeah, almost 11.
Yeah. It's 20 to 6 here.
Yeah. I'm always used to sitting here at freaking 4 in the morning being like, are we there yet?
Yeah, yeah.
I'm scared to go that wide on that corner.
It's alright, you just gotta be careful of the little sand. Because if you hit the sand bit at the start, it will make your car slide.
Yeah. Yep.
So you want to come in at a bit more of an angle.
We're 2 laps. I'm gonna do a quick stretch.
Yeah, man.
You have 2 GTEs. This one, and then you'll have one that you should catch probably by turn 1. Maybe.
How we doing, boys?
Oi! You're alive!
I'm alive, dude.
Well, you go in
got
the
2
lap.
laps.
Shit, has the stint sheet changed?
Yeah, shit happened. Shit changed.
Oh.
I did text you on Discord.
We tried to get a hold of you.
Oh dear. Yeah, I'm ready to go, dude. Give us 1 sec.
Hey, only if you
I've
are.
got-
If you're not, don't worry about it. I can hop in.
Yeah,
first
don't rush
and
it.
Give you time. If he's gone.
Yeah, he's gone already.
Enough. Yeah. If you want, you could really fuel save and give him 2
Just-
laps. But
Nah, fuck it. So he's still got another minute in the pits anyway.
yeah.
Just make sure you're ready as well,
Always.
Charles, just in case that he goes, fuck, I can't get ready in time. 'Cause I don't even know if he's got his computer on.
Yep, getting my gloves on now. Just in case.
Yo.
Yeah, no, I was gonna say that if you weren't ready, I could hop in for a stint.
Oh no, dude, let's get it done.
Okay.
Did we have some shit last night, did we?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ah, man, what happened?
Raymond ran into the back of Ryan on the
No
gate.
way.
Just 2 seconds, lads, underneath the box.
Yeah, it was a very dumb situation. And
Yeah.
I'm not, and again, we can't, like, Raymond can't say that it wasn't his fault, and he didn't, mind you,
Okay.
but they were trying to blame Ryan,
Really?
because they were like,
Yeah.
well, you shouldn't have hit
He
the
should have been
brakes
that
there.
slow on the apex.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
shouldn't have been that slow there, and he's like, he's never done that, and you've never
Right, I'm
covered
out.
that.
I'm
Oh,
out.
man.
So
Right, don't forget your pit limiter.
Thank you, dude.
I think we had 18 minutes overall or something like that.
Yeah, 20 minutes.
Yeah, so it took
Okay.
us it took us out of a chance to catch P2 and P3 or
Yeah.
P1.
Well,
Yeah, so don't forget your pit limiter when you start. Give yourself
Wheel.
2 laps because you've been away for a while.
yeah, will do.
And wheel is steel 1 degree right.
Lightly off. Yeah, it's slightly off. It's not. You'll easily live with it within about the first fucking lap. You got to come out to a nice clean track, mate. So you're good. You're in a nice little bubble. The track is empty like a motherfucker.
Yeah.
Like you got a P2 coming down at your speed, so get your. Yeah, no, you're fine. You're fine.
I couldn't beat your time, Owen. I was upset.
Oh, sorry, dude.
I think I was I was like 2
No,
minutes
yeah.
off.
I don't think anybody can beat your time. You had a fucking rocket on that lap.
Yeah, dude. If I remember on the lap that you did it, you lucked out and somehow got massive toe on this straight, and it just freaking launched you.
Yeah.
I bet
It's
you
just
remember.
like this. You just see your delta just fuck off, and you're like, there's no way that this car can be going this slow compared to Owen on this lap. Or you must have nailed turn 3 so fucking perfect.
I don't remember. I don't remember the
Yeah.
laugh.
Just woke up. Leave me alone. Yeah, like I say, we all we've done is we've moved the stints, so Charles didn't have to do a triple, and you're not doing a triple.
Sounds good.
And Michael finishes the race because it's his first 24,
Nice.
and we're 15 laps behind P2 and 8 laps in front of P4, so it's literally just a case of driving it until it gets to the end.
Yeah.
Sounds good. No, I just saw Charles's message wake up and I was like, I don't think I should be up yet. It's like, oh
No.
shit. Get on.
Yeah, like I say, I mean, we had you covered if you didn't go up. It's one of them ones where we'll throw him a message. If he's up in time, he'll get on. If he's not, Charles is going to cover the first stint.
Yeah. I was only slightly hoping you wouldn't show up, but I was also just like, yeah, my body's a little achy today.
Yeah.
I haven't driven in this cockpit setup yet, so my bones are just a little achy. Plus, I'm fucking sore as shit from working out.
Yeah.
But I was just like, I've got this. I can do this.
Yeah.
I don't need Owen.
Whatever it is. Yeah.
Dude, you should have left me sleeping.
We thought about it. But then Rob was like, fuck Owen. I was like, oh, okay.
Get that bastard up.
Yeah, fucking right. I'll tell you what, that last stint, mate, I think I did 54s doing a 4 the way through it.
Dude, you were
Immense.
fucking fast. Yeah, 30.
I was dieseling that
Yeah.
fucker. I was dieseling that fucker. Just got into a river and off I went.
Yeah, it was really good. The only time dude, even you were
Just
doing
traffic, wasn't it?
54. Yeah, you were doing 54s with traffic though.
Yeah.
Like I think your slowest, minus the you had a 58, you had a couple of 58s, but that was that really bad traffic. And
Or
the
when that
dude-
fucking P2, and that LMDH P2 just went up the inside of me at turn 1 twice.
Yep. Yeah, those are the two that slowed you down the most. The rest of them is like,
Yeah.
you hit two, what is it? Looks like 255s, 355s.
Yeah. Yeah.
Something like that, and only a few of them, and then the rest were all 54s. Just
So, yeah.
fast.
What I wanted a dash is I want a dash that doesn't tell me my lap time, but gives me like a red or green depending on over like a second,
Mhm.
so I can stay consistent within a time frame, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
A
Yeah,
bit
so
like
you could
proper
set
lap-
it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I did.
and then sorry, go on.
No. Finish your thought, because mine's.
Yeah,
Oh.
because and also it shouldn't be off the fastest lap. It should be off your average lap time, if that makes sense. So if you get a fast lap and then you get 3 slower laps, it shouldn't be always off your fastest lap. It should be the average of the 3, and it should always constantly change.
Yeah, my
Go on,
so
sorry.
no, you're good. I wanted to make sure you finished. So like
Yeah.
my Delta will never read your guys' times. It
Yeah.
only reads my times that I've done in my race. Well, like the
Where's
ones
it
in the.
picking that info?
What's up?
Is it getting that info off SimHub, or is that because that's how your Sim Magic
That's how the
dash
Sim
is working?
Magic works. Yeah.
Yeah.
So oddly enough, I became fairly well acquainted with the
Yeah.
guy who makes the dashes for Sim Magic. He's this really cool
Okay.
French dude.
Yeah.
And I told him, I was like, hey, one of the things I wish you would do on the dashes is let you turn on or off the Delta. So I don't have
Yes.
to fucking worry about that. Because that's the one thing
Yeah.
that always catches my eye.
Distracts you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I want to be able to look down and just see my gear real quick without also being like, what's my Delta doing?
Yeah.
Like, I just want it to go away because that's what fucks me the most.
It's like it's a shame that system you can't use SimHub though,
Mhm.
because there's so many dashes at SimHub that there's too much choice,
Right.
and it's like at the moment I've gone back to using the lovely dashboard because it's got three different dashes itself, and then each one of them dashes have got 4 segments that you can change.
Oh, yeah.
So on the dash I can relative standing, track map, lap times, sector times, and then on there as well I've got instant points and IR rating. It is a really good dash, and the problem with it is though is it's more designed for ACC because he's an ACC driver, the guy who drives
Yeah.
it. And the thing that annoys me the most is why iRacing does not give you live temperatures for tyres.
So, oddly enough, apparently now that Sim Magic is a sponsor
Partner.
and a partner,
Yeah.
people were talking about that, and Sim Magic was like, we can't talk about all of this stuff,
Yeah,
but just so you know, your worries
coming.
about tires and stuff like that
Yeah.
are going to go away, and you're going to start seeing them on the dashes.
Which is good.
And
Because
they're
ACC do it,
also-
there's no reason.
yeah, what is it? And they're also going to start, I guess it's also like haptic for traction control as
Yeah.
well.
Yeah.
So they're bringing,
Well, this is the thing.
yeah.
Is what is it? SimiCube active pedals.
Mm-hmm.
It is SimiCube, isn't it?
Yeah.
iRacing are directly talking to SimiCube about obviously they need to have more information to make their pedals work better.
Yep.
So the concern is that giving the SimiCube pedals all this traction information would give them more information than anybody else can have, and then it becomes, well, if you can afford a £2,000 throttle and brake pedal, then you'll get more information, which is unfair.
Yeah.
So it's got to come, and their excuse like, well, we don't want people cheating. Well, do better with your cheat software then.
Yep. That's
It's
the thing.
your responsibility.
Yeah.
If ACC
100%.
can do it,
Go ahead. Sorry.
I reckon this test drive's up for so long because this is going to be a massive update.
Mm-hmm.
It's like say you've got 3 new cars coming in. There's a new track. I reckon this might have I reckon rain might come in because of how long it's going to take, and I think everybody's graphic settings are going to be fucked because it's all going to change.
Yep. Yeah. I mean, I think I kind of hope that they push to try to get rain going by season 1
Yeah.
next year. I don't
Well, they
know
need-
if that's going to
they-
happen.
They need to bring it in before it becomes into a series because they need people to test it.
Yeah.
Because if they put rain in and it fucking hammers everybody's graphics, then they're going to have to go, well, actually, we need to either change the way we're doing rain or people are going to have time to update their systems.
Yeah. Yeah, because if they're really going to try to have rain run the way that they want it to, definitely are going to have to. It's going to take some more
Yeah.
power.
2 seconds, Charles. Owen, you know what you just did there? That's what Ryan did, and Raymond drove straight to the back of him.
Yep.
How did
because
he hit the back of him? Did
Ryan,
he chop across him?
no, Ryan braked because he didn't have the confidence for the car to turn around the corner.
Oh dear.
But
So Raymond went in. Yeah,
also, the
Raymond
first,
went in.
yeah, the first
Sorry.
thing. So I thought you were done. You're not. I'm gonna let you finish because I'm dumb. Finish.
Yeah, no. All that happened there was where Ryan was too respectful to Raymond, and he was tighter to the right hand side before the entrance into that cake. So
Turned into a
Ryan
corner.
in there, braked because he wasn't confident with the downforce of the car, and then Raymond. I mean, Ryan was like a good car and a half in front of Raymond. Didn't anticipate, should I say, that Ryan would have to slow down for that corner, or didn't expect it, and literally just drove it into the back left and spun him and put him into the wall. Yeah, God, Charles, you know, mate. Sorry.
Messy.
So the first mistake that Raymond made is he fucking cut the corner way too fucking early. Like the line he was taking him over the curb.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
His right tires were going into the dirt on the inside of that curb.
Did
Do you
not
think he
need to
got
be over there.
fixated into Ryan's car then? Because do you reckon he like was looking at it too much and then just got drawn towards it?
Probably. That's my guess.
Yeah.
It was such a weird situation.
Yeah, it was. It shouldn't have happened.
No.
I've never seen anybody crash like that there. I've seen people go side by side through there because the LMDH has gone too quick, but I've never seen a GT3 actually manage to get smashed into the back of someone.
And like how close to the right you were, Ryan was closer.
Yeah.
Before he hit the freaking corner. Like he was really close.
I personally, I still say because he knew Raymond, he gave him too much room.
Yeah.
He was being too
100%.
nice.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah. A little too courteous.
And then,
Exactly, that was exactly it.
and then it went like we had to tell Ryan, we're like, hey,
Yeah.
just remember he's one of us, and Raymond is known for making weird mistakes. Every single time I've been in a race where he's raced with another team, he's done something silly like that. Like I've seen him do a bunch of silly things, and it's not that big of a deal because he's he thinks that something's going to happen, and the opposite happens. And
Yeah.
It was a racing incident, but if the way we look at it, if that went to race control, it would be Raymond's fault. It would be a stop and go. The only mitigating circumstance would be that he didn't expect Ryan to brake as much as he did at the apex.
Yeah.
Because no one's done that for 17, 18 hours.
And it
So-
wasn't that much. It was literally enough to rotate the
it's
car.
that.
Like,
So
I
yeah,
don't know why. Just people think that there's always a certain amount of, like, shit, my brain. Like they think that every single person they're racing has a higher skill level than they probably do,
Give it-
right?
Yeah, give him
Or
credit
everyone's
for.
on the same. Yeah, they think that everyone's on the same exact skill level, and not everyone is.
yeah, and it got a little bit personal with Raymond's friend because
Oh,
we
Oh,
sort of
really?
said, yeah, because I sort of said, well, his mate got involved, and then went, well, why did he sign there? And I turned around and said, you've got to give people skill level. Is people skill level make it different? And then he goes, why? What, is he a shit driver then? And I then turned, because obviously then, no, you're not saying that about my driver when it's your fault. I then turned around and said, not as shit as running into back of someone.
yeah.
So I shouldn't have said that, but if they're going to go down that route, then fuck them.
He'll get over it.
Yeah, it was one of
Yeah,
those
no, he's
things
fine,
where
he come
you
and
don't
chat
do
to us anyway.
that. Yeah.
Yeah. But then Craig got involved somehow as well, which is what
Well, as
Craig
soon
did.
as
Oh,
I
dear.
guarantee, as soon as Craig heard me get on the, because I got on the
Yeah.
radio as soon as it happened, I was like, "What are you doing?"
Yeah. And then when he heard Raymond's
came
name as
back
well, yeah.
on, yeah, I'm sure Craig freaking was already watching the video at that point.
Seen that,
watching
yeah.
the replay.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Because Craig,
Raymond came
he was
back and was like,
Raymond, it was all you, yeah.
yeah, Raymond came back and was like, "Ryan, what happened?"
Yeah.
I don't know.
The-
How you
the-
don't
uh,
know what happened. You went straight into the
Yeah.
back of him.
back of him. Yeah. Out of all of it, though, he didn't actually apologise to Ryan.
No.
At no point did he go, "I'm so sorry. I mistimed that. I fucked up." And I think Ryan would have been about all right, but if, you know, he would have gobbled off a little bit, but then he would have been all right because, like I say, for that second stint, I was like, he's driving in such a bad mood. But then he sort of relaxed a little bit. But it was good of you to make him do that stint because he was going to walk away.
Yeah, and again, it was one of those things where if like his mood wasn't going to improve by the 10th stint started, then yeah, I was gonna hop in the car.
Yeah.
But I walked away on purpose. I forgot to say something. I
Yeah.
apologize, but I walked away on purpose because I was like, he needs to get in the car.
Chill out.
He needs to get in the car. He needs to, you know,
Just drive.
just drive, and he'll feel better at the end of it. And he
Yeah.
did, and he was just like, yeah, I need to go tonight. I was like, perfect,
Yeah.
go now. But you finished what you started. You had an
Yeah.
incident, and you continued on. That's what we needed.
Yeah.
That's what we needed.
Yeah. What was funny though, Raymond come into our voice chat and Ryan didn't say anything.
I felt bad for Raymond at that point because Raymond
Yeah,
was
he
trying
made
to
the
talk to
effort
him
to come
too.
across. Yeah.
Yeah.
He come across and fucking, and like say, like, yeah, Ryan just gave him the silent treatment.
Oh dear.
After
Oh, dear.
Ryan told us, he didn't say it on the radio. He told us, he was
Yeah.
like, "Well, I just don't want Raymond to think that like I hate him or something, or whatever it was he said." And so
Yeah.
Raymond finally got off, and I don't remember what Rob said, but it was like, "But didn't you literally just say you wanted,
Yeah. Yeah.
like, you didn't want him to think you were mad at him?" He was like, "I only said that so they would shut up." But I was like,
Yeah.
"You said it to us.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
used."
Yeah.
He was tired.
He was-
tired.
He's really bad when it comes to sleep deprivation, Ryan. I noticed that at Spa.
As soon as he finished his laps, he needed to go because he was fucking. He
Oh,
doesn't
yeah,
do well with
that's
bad,
right, drove-
bad sleep. Yeah.
Yeah, because at the 24 hours of Spa and Le Mans, all of his driving was in the day, and he did really, really well.
Yeah.
Man,
It's
Yeah.
busy here, mate. You're gonna have to sit on that GT3, mate. You can take on the straight.
The LMDH is waiting as well.
He's got nothing to lose. He's still a lap ahead.
Yeah, we're good. We're good.
Go left. Yeah, beautiful. At least that's better than LMDH trying to go 3 wide with me through there.
I got close to that, mate.
This track isn't big enough for 3 wide. Not at our skill level.
No.
It's not even wide enough for fucking real professional race car drivers.
No.
Like,
It's-
it happens all the time.
No
I see
wrong,
people wreck.
Yeah.
At the start of the race is the worst because they'll go freaking 4 wide on that straight.
Yeah.
They're crazy.
I'm gonna see how many fucking people we've got left in there because it looks like we've got like 12.
Just don't-
Track
1,
is
2,
dead.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11 people have left. And then you've got someone's got a drive through, which isn't our team.
Carne Leather's got a drive through.
Kanye lovers.
Yeah,
Yeah, Kanye lovers
That-
with Mavericks or something.
yeah, car 14.
I still wish that I would have just opened my mouth and said, back out. I don't know why I didn't.
Yeah.
It was in my brain. I saw this bad situation. I should have just said it. For some odd reason, I didn't.
Yeah, but I still think it was down to the fact that Michael and Ryan were talking about race lap times and stuff.
And that's something
I
that
think-
Michael has to learn about.
I'm here.
I-
Hello.
Oh,
Hi,
yeah.
Michael.
I think the conversation got off of racing and driving the car. He was getting slightly distracted, but it's one of them things that finding they like. Ryan just needs to realise that sometimes his driving's a little bit too passive.
Yep.
I mean, at that instant it wasn't, but sometimes I think he over brakes for corners because that's what happened with Michael into that corner.
Yellow flag.
Careful, cut unsighted.
I'm looking now.
Nothing. There's nothing. The car on the left on exit. Stay right. Be
Ah,
careful
thank
of
you.
it.
See him.
Yeah. So it's like I said to Michael because Michael's here, isn't he?
Yeah, I'm back now. I've just
Yeah.
got up.
Yeah.
How we
It's
doing?
like I was saying to you. I think by the end of your stint, you was getting too defensive. If that
Yeah.
makes sense, a little bit too. But it's like I was saying though. That only comes with doing more and more racing. So you're
Yeah.
not going to be able to quickly change. It's going to all be down to the more you race, the more you're going to realise when and when not to do it. Why the fuck am I hearing that shit? I don't want to hear any of that.
How are we getting on anyway?
We're still
P3 's
good.
right.
Okay. How do it's like restart the game? I think.
You should still be finishing her off. That's what she said. Sorry.
Yeah, so Owen's got another stint after this, and then it's
So-
due to the end.
That should be a stint and
A stint and a half. Yeah, it'd be nearly 2 stints.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh man. Ah.
And it's still just the same thing. Just relax and drive.
And crash.
Just keep the car.
Yes.
Just keep the car
Just
on the
don't crash.
track.
Yeah.
Don't be overly considerate. There's literally going to be a point where you're going to start feeling like being in those situations, and instead of trying to be considerate, you're just going to learn how to avoid it.
Yeah.
Kind of like how I avoided those 2 GTV cars where the one fucked up and I passed the other, and then because they have faster, slower cornering speed, that other Porsche came flying in, and I knew it was going to happen, and I automatically adjusted my line and got out of the way.
Yeah.
Right,
You
so
sure
you-
get a sit. And
Yeah, yeah, it's all going to come down. All of a sudden, you're going to start automatically being able to react to that.
Yeah.
but that just comes down to racing. It's
Oh,
not
yeah.
something.
Sorry. I was just agreeing. I apologize. Are you cutting out? Am I cutting out?
No, I'm sorry, mate.
Oh.
I've got the radio. So when you talked, then someone was talking on the radio. So I didn't actually hear what you said.
Oh, I was only agreeing with you. I was just
Oh,
giving
okay.
you the continuance agree, whatever it's called. Try to.
Yeah, I've lost my thought, mate. It's fine. It's honestly.
Yay for being
just-
old.
I've just stopped talking now. I don't know what I was talking about. Fuck it.
No, and there's other stuff like at the end of it. At least with the stuff that I have saved on the race. Like we'll go over all the stuff that you can make yourself better at.
Yeah.
That's driving wise. We just don't want to go over like.
I just want to input one
driving
thing here, though.
techniques. Yeah, we don't want to overwhelm.
I just want
you
to
and
say
have you
one
try
thing.
it. Yeah, go
Yeah,
ahead.
I just want to say one thing, Michael. Your driving isn't bad at all. So
Oh, thank you.
we're not saying you're a bad driver, if that makes sense. I don't want to. I
Yeah.
don't want you to come away going, "Oh fucking hell, I fucked all this." No, you haven't. You've driven really, really well. You've driven better than your I rating suggests in an environment that's quite difficult. So we're not at any point going, "Oh, you've done shit." It's just that there's little things that you could work on that would make you a massive jump forward than where you are now.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I don't want you to come away from this going, well, fucking hell, all they did is pick up your driving. No. That is not what we're doing. Your driving is really good for what level and how little you've been here.
Yeah, I'll
Oh, yeah.
second that, dude.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, I mean, it's told you to go on the next straight. Go.
How long have you been doing this, Michael?
Since June.
Thank you, buddy. Thank you.
July. Since June,
Cheers,
July. Yeah.
Yeah. So you already drive better than I did at that point. At that
Yeah,
level.
exactly.
Oh,
Yeah.
lovely.
So like
Yeah.
the reality is the only reason why I got better is because of Rob.
Oh yeah, you got to play with people who will help you get better, and that's
Well, and not only that, even though like
I'm a dickhead.
he's a fucking prick. No, he's still the best. He's one of the best teachers out there. Like I know you probably barely met Neil. And Neil's one of
Yeah.
the, he's a very good driver. But he's
can't teach.
he's hard to learn from.
yeah.
Like you have to pick one specific thing you want to learn from him, and then just leave it at that, right? And then you have to come back to him for another thing, because it becomes hard to follow. With Rob, like he can guide you through so many things, even during a race, like he's been doing for you, and help you make those improvements. And then at the end of the race, he'll start talking about stuff that will help even more that you were doing.
Yeah.
He's very, very.
I think the problem
very
you
good
got
at
with
that.
Neil is Neil's instinctive driver.
He really
So-
is.
He knows he can do stuff that I'll never be able to understand how he does it. But the problem with it, he doesn't know how he does it. It just happens.
Oh yeah.
whereas
like
I
him
have-
going flat out on the Mulsanne corner.
Yeah.
No,
He
idea
he
how
can't
does it.
say to you, I'm turning in at this point and I'm doing this, because he doesn't work like that. Whereas I'm very much. That's why my pace is very similar for every lap I do, because all my laps are, that's my brake point, that's my turning point, that's my acceleration point, that's my exit. And because
Yeah.
that's how I learned when I was racing motorbikes. So, but it is a downside to that is that I struggle to get speed. So what happens with me, I'll get to a point very quickly, and Owen can match for this, so can Charles. I'll get to a point very quickly, but then I struggle to get past that point because I very much go, well, that's my turning point. I don't want to go fucking any different from that. Where instinctive drivers could just throw it into a corner and go, well, actually, I can go faster than that. Where I struggle doing that.
Mm.
And I
But
have
this
a-
is what I was saying to you.
Sorry.
This is what I was saying to you the other day, Michael, about I can teach you to a certain point, but you then have to work out what your own driving style is to see what works and what doesn't work for you.
Exactly that. Yeah.
You wait until you get into Gilly's lap guides, dude.
I've had plenty of that.
They're absolutely
Yeah,
class.
I try. What the thing is, you've got to be within a certain point of my own skill level on lap times, because sometimes when I tell someone to turn in there, if you're going like, let's say 5 miles an hour slower, the turning point doesn't work for you because the car will turn too quick. So
Yeah.
So what I tend to do, I know Owen and Charles have answered, is what I'll do is I'll do it at 85% and tell you where mine is, so that then you can go away and do your lap, and then you find. I mean, the biggest problem you've got, and it's a confidence problem, which you'll end up working, is you'll break into the apex again.
Yeah.
Because what's happened with you is you've got to your lap. I mean, your lap times just come on loads since when we did that guide,
Mm.
but what's happened is your speed's got quicker, so you're going into corners quicker, but then you're reverting back to break into the apex because you're rushing the corner again.
Yes. And I
But
think it's just about not wanting to bin the car and stuff like that. Yeah.
But this is where confidence comes in. But don't change it for the rest of this race, because you'll end up binning it, because
No.
when you're
no.
trying to change, that's when you're more likely to have an accident.
Yeah,
He's P7, make sure he's not
probably-
going.
Yeah, this guy's great.
Yeah.
To me, the most technical thing you will do is operating your brake and your throttle, and that's the one thing that, like, we can. Well, I
Help
can.
you
I'm
with
still
it.
learning, but like
Yeah.
Rob can look at, like Rob and Neil can like look at your Garage 61, and they can tell you what you're doing.
Yeah.
I'm not quite there yet, right? And they can tell you, hey, yeah, you just need to hold your brake for this much longer, and then.
I think a lot of
release it,
people
get off your
mistake.
throttle.
Yeah, I think a lot of people mistake that they have to hold the brakes all the time for a corner, and for a fast lap they have to brake really late. Where actually it works better if you brake earlier but softer, and that's a very hard thing to learn. Because the problem you got is you have this thing in your head that if I brake earlier, the guy is gonna fucking shove it
Drive
up
on
the
me
inside of me.
and you feel slow because you're like, oh, I'm way too slow
Yeah.
for this corner.
Yeah.
I generally, I brake it. I think I brake it like 65% on the LMP2 at
Yeah.
most.
Stay left, mate. Stay left.
Came out it's a little wide.
Yeah. Oh, you got P2. These fuckers, mate, will not give you anything. These are the twats that keep cutting me in T1. So be wary of them.
Yeah,
Okey
no,
doke.
I would not. Don't be surprised if he tries to.
Oh,
take
saying
you off
that though,
the
mate,
final
that P2's not the same P2.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
they
that
switched
P2 that was the P2. No, fuck knows where they are, because P2's now 7 laps down on P1.
Oh.
You got Rug Tug at the top, but fucking
Oh,
Sex,
shit.
Drugs and Endurance are gone.
Oh, shit.
Didn't realise that.
Neither did I. Can we just talk
It
about
still looks like the same car,
how
though.
fast P1 and P2 and the
Careful,
LMP2
careful,
are?
careful.
Yeah.
Oh, Diego, he's a dick as well. He's fast in a straight line, mate. Shit in the corner, so be careful.
Oh, that's some death.
Huh?
What was that DH doing on the...
Dude,
Which
that
one, the
guy's
green
been
one or the
doing
white
that,
one?
The
No,
blue one.
blue
the
one?
blue one again.
Yeah?
619. Dude, he has
How's he done
freaking
that?
wrecked the cars so many
Yeah.
times.
A lot of times, yeah.
They are
There is some
freaking
shocking.
horrific.
There is some shocking ones, mate. It's fucking been amazing.
Who's the other one? Car 14. Oh yeah.
Yeah,
fucking
one in front of
idiot
him.
In front of
Yeah,
you.
there you go.
Just watch him
He-
try
he
to
will
freaking
crash.
take the final corner. It's fantastic. It's
Yeah.
the most beautiful thing in the world.
He will crash within a lap, or
Oh,
run on
geez.
somewhere. Yeah,
Oh, God.
he's quick. He's quick in a straight line, but he can't realise that he just does need to brake to go around the corner.
One of the other things that really helps, and once you start, you want to continue to kind of tinker with your wheelbase settings.
So what was that, sorry?
Your wheelbase settings.
Yeah.
What you're looking for is you're looking for a setting that allows you to make corrections and feel the corrections. So you're less likely to spin out.
Yeah, it's pretty strong. It's 12 new meters. I can feel when the car's going
Yeah.
and stuff.
So, and it's not even that. It's how you set all the adjustments within that.
Yeah.
So like
the stuff
for
like-
me, I'll know on the LMP2 if I need to correct my car. If I'm going into a corner, I'll know if I need to correct the car or if I just need to straighten it out and the car's
I
going to go
think-
straight anyway.
Charles, I
Yeah.
think that's at the moment that's a little bit too much because
Do you?
you can't. Yeah, you can't do that until you've got basic braking and acceleration down. Because what happens is that the feel he's going to get through the steering wheel is going to be It's going to get different the better he becomes at braking. So where we load the brakes up and then we feel the steering wheel get heavy. Until he can get to that point, he's not going to notice whether his steering's gone understeer or light because of he's about to rotate or he's got the braking wrong. So at the moment, he needs to concentrate. I'm sorry, I keep saying he. Michael needs to concentrate on his braking and how to brake
I
and
don't
his
know why I didn't
positioning.
do that. That's a good point.
Yeah. So once it's
Sounds
like I was
fucking
saying to
smart,
Michael. Well, it's like I was saying to Michael the other day about setups. Until you can get within 0.5 of good or bad of an average lap time, you cannot tell if a setup works for you or not.
Yeah.
If you've still got a big variation in lap time speeds, a setup you can't tell if a setup works for you because your good lap might be just be because you got a corner better. So this is why I'm very dubious with. I apologise if I insult you. The lower I rating people, including myself, I don't like changing setups more than 3 days out of an event because I need time to drive the setup.
Far off on the left. Hey, look who it is. Same corner every
Oh,
single time.
yeah.
I told
Oh,
you.
yeah.
I told you. Most
the
beautiful
ball.
thing in the world.
Yeah. So like I say, what we need to do is say to Michael, right, go pick a track, pick a car, over brake, under brake, and then find what feels right. And what you should feel is that when you go into that corner, your steering should get heavy, and then as soon as you start to accelerate, it should go light because of the weight transfer going to the rear of the car.
Yeah.
And then also you then go down the route of, right, now what I want you to do, I want you to brake, come off your brake, and then just steer the car through with no acceleration, no brake. Because a lot of people do not do that in their turning phase.
Yeah.
Because for some reason they always think they need to be braking.
Yep.
And then when you realise, and then obviously the next step is the step that I would struggle with is under braking, turning to rotate the car so that then you can throttle on earlier. And that's where I am with my own skill level, which I'm struggling to work out how to do because I haven't got the next person to speak to for them to go, it's because you're doing this.
Yep.
If that makes sense. So it's all trying to get self-learned or just reading shit.
Yeah, no, that's a really good point.
Yeah, so this is what I was trying to do. Owen does really well as well. Look, you see how he dips out wide and then comes back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He did it faster than you did. That's quick.
That's because that guy was really slow. Stop giving Owen fucking ego.
He's just
I was
been
waiting
stuck
for
in your
that,
dick
just
for
waiting
5
for it.
minutes.
Yeah, no, it's literally.
I mean, you drive better when you're angry,
honestly,
chum.
yeah, honestly, I wouldn't even thought about that. I don't know why I didn't. And well, no, I think I did. I think I do know why, and that's because that's what I did. That's like the latest thing I did was figuring out the settings for what my wheelbase needed to do to give me the
Yeah.
inputs and the response. And
Yeah.
signals of
But
this is happening. So yeah, I should. That's a good point.
It's
I'm glad
like
you
anything
corrected
though.
me on that.
Yeah, it's like anything. It's like the setups. You can't adjust like your monitors or your steering or your brakes or your throttle until you've got to a point where an adjustment makes a difference instead of it just going. Because the problem is people fall into this trap. I'm guilty of it. You buy a new set of pedals and go, well, everybody says it needs to be really stiff. So I went put the stiffest fucking spring on. I went, yeah. And then I was like, well, actually, I want to try it with the softer spring. I tried it with the softer spring, and now my trail braking is so much better because I physically, I'm not saying everybody's like this, I like a lot of movement in my pedal so my brain can understand what I'm trying to do with my foot. Whereas I find with a really stiff pedal, there's not much movement, it's just pressure, and my brain struggles to calibrate that.
You're in this
Now,
lap.
other people's
Copy that.
other people are different, so you've got to accept. I personally think people need to, as soon as you get a pedal, just drive with it and then adjust.
Yeah, get a benchmark.
Yeah, that's exactly it. Start off with what is the base setting and then work yourself from there.
Like you say, the dangers, you get sucked into what other people think, don't you?
Yes, and
And
this
you
is where
read
I'm
bits
very cautious of trying to tell people to do stuff a certain way, because I know that you drive different from me,
Box.
and Charles style's different from both of us. And then when Michael gets to a point of more time in the saddle, he's going to drive different from all four of us.
Yeah.
But at some point, you have to start from somewhere.
Yeah.
Yep.
And I think what you find is well. Go on, sorry.
Well, and again, your equipment is also different, right? So you're running Ace-Attack. Ace-Attack pedals are known for being stiff.
Oh, mine's rock hard,
Yeah, they don't have as near as much movement as my Simagic
No, I'm running
or
VRS
your
pedals.
VRS or Rob's VRS pedals.
Yeah.
So they, and again, that's what they
Yeah.
do, right? They were
Yeah.
known for making more formula pedals when they were
Yeah.
when they came out. And the only thing you can do if you want to try a softer pedal is you can put your softest elastomer in there, and then I don't know if
Owen,
they come with it.
take your time here, mate.
Will do.
Take your time. You got one more very fast one coming.
I see him.
Yeah, just really slow,
Seconds.
mate. Really slow. Really slow. Accelerate now.
Copy.
I don't know if they come with it, but there's a back piece for the Forte pedals that actually.
Just 2 seconds. Sorry, mate.
Sorry.
Michael,
Yeah.
that's what I meant for you to do.
Let me just go back. I'll just tie my shoelace.
Oh, sorry.
The way.
Right, if you were about, that's what I wanted you to do, John. When I say slow, that's what I need, not. I did hear you all slagging me off on YouTube, it's fine.
But yeah, all brake
okay.
pedals are different. It's
Yeah, and you've got, like I say, you'll drive different to the equipment you've got, because nobody can go out and spend 600, 700, 800 quid on a pedal every time, just to try and find the right feeling for them.
And I did the same thing you did. I freaking softened up my brake.
Yeah, I think it's better, personally.
I softened up my brake and I changed the angle, and that's giving me way better control.
Yeah. I think the angle of your pedal face is not enough people talk about it, because I've got restricted ankles because of the injuries I've got. So one of my pedals looks fucking well out compared to my other.
Yeah.
But if you've got obviously the older you get less flexibility as well. So there's no point trying to set your pedal face so it looks really good and then go, well, actually I can't actually use 20% of it because it doesn't work for me and my actual movement. And I think a lot of people will gain time just by stop driving the fucking rig for a week and just spend a week getting in their cockpit and going, I need to move that by 3 mil.
Defo, people get stuck, don't they?
Yeah, they get
looking at it
because it's such a pain in the arse stripping your rig down. Because I've done it with monitors the other day, but I was like, fuck it, I need to do it anyway. And then I thought, while my monitors are fucking off, I'll actually adjust everything else that I'll be meaning to adjust.
Yeah.
And then I
sat
there.
And think, why didn't I do that 2 months ago?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
And then
like I say,
6 hours later.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I've got to be honest. I've literally just done it before this race, and it's one of the most comfortable races I've done.
Nice.
Because nothing's stressed. I'm not trying to push the pedal through the fucking wall because it's so stiff. And even to the point where I've got my steering wheel now, I can actually relax my hands on it instead of fighting it. So like we're going back to what you were saying earlier, Charles, about feeling when a car's going to spin. If you've got a death grip on your steering wheel, you don't feel it through the force feedback. Whereas if you're, I wouldn't say finger touching it, but if you're at the point where you're relaxed in that steering wheel when you're turning, that little movement that the wheel's trying to tell you that the car's doing something gives you an early indication.
Yep.
And I've got to be honest, the thing that actually helps me more than any of that, and I don't want to give the brake more work, but Sim3D's pedal motors, they are fucking amazing, because on this corner here, I can have the rear of the tyre right on traction limit because I can feel it through my pedal.
Yep.
So cool, those rumble packs, you know.
Yeah. Did you run that new profile I sent you?
I did, yeah.
How did you find it? Better than the other one?
Definitely. 100%. I've actually just tweaked up the brake a tiny bit.
Yeah, like I say, again, that comes down to what pedal systems you're running.
Yeah.
I run in socks, so I don't need it as aggressive. Because are you running socks or are you running shoes? Yeah, socks.
Yeah.
You know what I'm looking at the moment, though?
Well,
HRS from Australia. They do this pedal set for 170 quid. and it's literally just the pedals. It's not no, the pedal faces. It's got nothing to do. It's just the pedal faces because it's nice and smooth. Because at the moment this VRS stuff is like a fucking cheese grater.
Oh,
Honestly, it's fucked so many of my socks up because it fucking creates holes in the bottom of them. And my missus is like, you must walk. My missus, he turned around to me the other day, and it's always my right socks. So I've got shitloads of left, but not loads of right. Obviously, the right's permanently on the throttle.
Right.
And she's like, you must walk really weird. I was like, what do you mean? She's like, well, all your right socks have got fucking holes in the bottom of them. And I was like, well, stop buying me shit socks. If you haven't caught on yet, it's because I do this.
Yep.
He's like, I can't be buying you fucking socks. And I was like, yeah. But trying to justify 170 quid for a fucking set of alloy, they do look.
yeah, that's bold.
The throttle pedal's got a catch on the side, so you can lean your foot against it, so you don't. I mean, I've got to be honest. I don't think I've ever missed where my throttle pedal is anyway. But the only thing I do actually want. Have you seen? They call them a clutch rest, don't they? Where because I'm only running an accelerator and a brake, you can get another sort of pedal that's not a pedal that you can just
Yeah, like
lean
a
your
foot
foot on.
rest. Yeah,
Yeah, because at the
quite
moment,
cool.
yeah, I just let my foot drop on the side.
Yeah, me too.
But I might just get. But they're fucking not cheap for what it is. It's a piece of fucking metal on a body pivot. I think they're about 90 quid at the moment. And the other thing I need to get as well is I need a smoother. Because at the moment my heel's rubbing against what's the word? The rig material for where my pedals are. So I need to get some carbon fibre sheet. Yeah, so I need to get a carbon fibre sheet, drill it, and then drill it into the actual rig, so it holds it in place on my room. And sometimes on the throttle, my heel gets caught in the little ridges.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but definitely first world problems, like.
Yeah.
But I'm still working out whether I'm going to buy that Oru seat. I really am.
Oh, really?
Yeah, man. Well, my nan died about 2 years ago now, and the lawyers finally got hold of me and go, "Oh, you got some inheritance?" I was like, "Oh, okay." Thinking, no, I mean, I'd be 20 quid or something, but it's worked out like just over £1,000.
Nice.
So I'm like, it's money I shouldn't have, and I can just spend it and not worry about it.
Nice.
Or do I just save it for the next graphics card?
Ooh.
That's catch 22. Yeah, it's catch 22. But I don't want a 4090 though because of the power fucking cable problems.
Yeah, I'm gonna wait until they get that fixed before I pick one
That
up.
shit's still going on, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the actual do with the connections that's the problem. They finally admitted there's an issue with it. It doesn't stay tight enough into the card, and with the 4090s as well, because the weight of they're cracking across the PCI mounting point. Yeah,
Now
it's going
that's
for
an
it, buddy.
NVIDIA problem in general,
Yeah,
because they were finding
Yeah, I'm
it
off
on,
to-
like 3070s and stuff like that as well.
yeah. Well, I'm half tempted to go AMD, and then just make my system an AMD system. Because I don't do VR anymore. But it's all to do with this DLS stuff, isn't it? I think AMD, they're saying that they've pulled their high-end graphics card now because they don't want to compete with NVIDIA.
Oh, they pulled that XL 790 or whatever the crap it is, 7900 or whatever.
Yeah.
Really?
Well, the top of the range one at the moment, it's the 7900X TX, isn't it?
Yeah.
But the next one up, they've gone, yeah, we're not doing that.
Why they?
So, what the problem they've got is NVIDIA was on the market earlier, and AMD had problems with their drivers. So the market then created games for NVIDIA, and you get a lot of people going, "No, AMD's shit,"
Right.
and you're like, "Well, they can be shit in the wrong situation." And that's where the issue is. It's not the fact that there's a proper fault with it. It's just one of them ones where people will turn around and go, "Well, that's crap." Then and not actually research their own stuff.
Right.
They'll just accept that it's crap.
Yeah, pretty common.
Oh, anyway. Are we still in front of any NMDHs? That's the question. Yes, we are. We're in front of Goat Racing Team by Crazy Charlie.
Yeah, we're P9 overall. That's mad.
Yeah.
Yeah, with an hour and 42 to go.
Yeah. Team 619.
This was
Mate,
definitely-
I literally just conked out when I got into bed.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna pass out. It's time for bed.
Time is it with you, Charles?
It's 11:35 at night. So yeah, it'll end around 1-ish, whatever. I'm going straight to bed.
Yeah, fair one.
Only to wake up early so my child can be like, Daddy, let's go places.
Right, I'm gonna go get a glass of water and then.
Alright, yeah, you got time. You got plenty of time. Yeah, I still gotta make a few adjustments.
Why didn't you give yourself time to get used to the adjustment you've done before you then adjust
Well,
again, if that makes sense?
Well, so I have a new seat bracket that I'm using.
Okay.
Allows me to add a little bit of cant.
Oh,
to
in the
actual chair.
bucket seat.
Yeah,
Yeah,
without it being a bucket seat, right?
yeah,
It's whatever track racer makes. But now, like this time, is the first time that like I like have a little like my back's actually aching a little bit
Yeah.
sitting in my seat. So I need to figure out what I need to do with the seat. If I need to get rid of the cant a little bit and see if that releases pressure. Or, I mean, the reality is I also probably...
Raise your pedals.
What's that?
Raise your pedals.
Yeah, I thought that.
Because
Pretty-
no, what you've done is you've canted the seat to make it comfortable for your steering wheel, haven't you?
Yeah.
So you sit in it better. The problem you've got now is because you canted the seat, the front of the seat's too high, so when you're applying your brake and your throttle, you're pushing through the front of the seat and it's creating a ridge point. If you raise your pedals slightly, it should take the pressure off the back of your leg. Tell you what I'm gonna do is
I'm back.
I mean, you're most probably talking absolute millimeters.
Yeah,
If that makes
probably
sense.
only needs to come up a little bit.
You're not talking loads.
Yeah. And it won't be hard to raise it a little bit.
No.
But yeah, I mean, that's the only reason why that I've been messing with it a little bit is because I've been trying to... I had to, when I got the bracket, if I were to leave, like, left my, like, the actual aluminum where it was, that
Yeah.
my seat sat on, I'd be freaking way
Yeah.
too high, and
Yeah.
My wheel wouldn't
That's-
go high enough.
Yeah. That's
So-
the issue I've got at the moment. Because I've got a normal car seat, exactly what you're talking about.
Yep.
Because it's got so much stuff underneath it, it's gave me too much height,
Yep.
and I can't get it low enough or get the steering wheel high enough in the actual rig frame.
So
Yeah.
I essentially, I pulled the two aluminum struts off. I took the front aluminum strut that's actually connected to the chassis.
Can we just call it metal? Because you saying aluminum is just wrong.
Aluminium, man.
I'll just say
Yeah.
metal, whatever.
Yeah.
So then the front
alloy's
metal,
great.
the
We'll
front
do that.
metal piece, I pushed forward so the bracket sat inside of it,
Yes.
and then I got a couple of the metal, or not. I don't think they're metal, but not like casted alloys.
Yes. Yeah.
And I put those underneath it to give it bottom support, and then a couple on the sides to support it that way, so that way the chair would lower
Yes.
when it sat in it. And that allowed me to lower the wheel a little bit more and be able to give me more adjustment angle-wise. So now I got all that set up. I've got the angle that's like comfortable for the wheel, right?
Yeah.
So everything feels good there. So it's always just been the pedals that I've just needed to adjust and put them in the right spot.
Yeah.
You know. So that's the only thing that's really left. I forgot what my setup was. I think for Le Mans I was in more of a kind of a wannabe LMP style seating position because the pedals were higher.
Okay. Yeah.
But it was just when I was braking, I was feeling my body lift up in the seat rather than go into the seat.
Yes.
So it was causing me to have braking issues that way. So I lowered them and kind of changed it back to a more of a GT. And yeah, you might be right. They might be a little low now. And they might. I mean, I don't think they are.
I mean, at the end of the day, you've either got to, if your seat's causing you problems because you've changed the angle of it, you've either got to adjust. You've got to work out what the priority is, whether the seat comfort is a priority over where your pedal placement is.
Right.
Or is pedal placement the priority over your seat comfort?
Well,
for me,
the hardest part for us is it's got to come down to seat comfort because we sit in the seat longer.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. That's literally what I was about to say. For me personally, seat comfort outweighs your pedal placement. So, I like what you'll find as well. We're not talking massive amount. We're talking millimeters, and this is the only issue with sim rigs. To get little adjustments really difficult because by the time you've undone the fucking little alloy fasteners, trying to get it to move, it then either moves a little bit or fucking jumps about 1,000,000 miles.
Yep.
So a bit of it's fucking pain in the ass. So if you just like need to move your pedals up a mil or your monitors down a mil, it's either down by 10 mil and then up by 20 because you're trying to get it in the right place.
Yeah.
But at some point, you have to accept what you've got.
Oh yeah. And really,
unless
like,
you rig yourself.
Once I get the comfort fixed, then there's really nothing else that needs to change. Like
Yeah,
I've
exactly.
thought about maybe lowering the monitors again because now they sit higher, or they look like they sit higher because I was able to lower the wheel down and all that stuff. So now I have a gap through the back.
Yeah. Well, I've got that problem, and do you know what I'm doing? I created, and I've literally just moved on it, so I need to do it again. Is get some cardboard and black electrical tape, and then cut the cardboard to fit in the gap.
Yeah.
And it looks, and you think it's crap, but it actually fucking makes so much difference.
Yeah.
And I'm half tempted to get some black cloth to go over the top of my monitors and around the foot pedal, so it literally is just when I'm in the cockpit, all I can see is black.
Yeah.
But obviously I don't need to do any of that, but it's just one of them things that it's quite good fun.
Oh yeah.
Now what I have noticed though, I need to remove my monitors because these fucking things don't work properly.
Yeah, I think what I might do is I might lower the monitors, and I don't know when I'm gonna do this. I might wait a little bit, but
do you know the easiest way
to just so they are just almost even with the aluminum.
the easiest way to do monitors: sit in your seat, close your eyes, put your hand out in front of you with your finger, and then open your eyes, and that'll be your center point on your monitor.
Oh yeah, then they'd be too high.
Yeah,
Yeah, so they do need to come down.
yeah.
I can tell you that right now. I generally sit probably lower third.
Yeah,
My monitor.
yeah. So that's a trick that you want to do to start off with, is work out where your eye line is to the monitor. And it's quite hard to do because I'd got my missus to do it. I told her to put a finger on the monitor. I closed my eyes, got into my driving position, and opened it, and then seen if her finger was directly in front or if it's to the left or to the right, high or low. But the trick is you have to be honest with yourself and go, well, actually, that's not directly. I need you to move 2 inches to the left or something to find it where it is.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I feel like I've just had a shit night at work.
Welcome to endurance racing, mate.
Yeah.
It's amazing how tiring it gets, because what people don't realise is you're doing spottering as well.
Yeah.
I know we haven't for Arian, but
Yeah,
he's got
fine.
too clean of a licence. Yeah, he's got too clean of a licence, that's the problem. Yeah, Kevin, we've muted you, mate, because you're boring us.
We did a welfare check on him last night.
Yeah, I heard that, yeah.
On who?
It's the bloke called Kevin Smith.
Ah, yeah.
The thing was, after what happened with Ryan, when he did the other welfare check, Ryan was more depressed than Kevin was.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, I think the best accessory I bought so far was the freaking shaft extension.
The what is this?
Uh,
Oh, the wheel.
Yeah, the wheelbase.
Yeah. The column
That
section,
thing,
yeah.
yeah, that thing has freaking been the best thing. Because it allowed me to get way more, like, precision in where I wanted the wheel to sit away from
Yeah.
me. And then
The
it also
problem I
gives
have-
me it gives me a whole bunch of space to be able to actually move my monitors and put them,
Yeah.
like, lower them or raise them wherever I need to.
The problem I have with that is I want to do it, but because I run all this dash shit around it, I'd have nothing to fucking mount them against. Because where I mount it is too far behind the monitor, if that makes sense.
Mhm.
So I have to use the alley where the wheelbase mounts to.
Right. And I do the same thing, but like the little button or like the Stream Deck holder that I got, they have
Yeah.
extensions for it. So
Yeah.
when that comes
It
out,
comes
I'll be
all
able
the
to
way through.
push that forward a little bit more and angle it where I need to.
I quite like the old SimCube Stream Deck holders, but they're fucking expensive.
Yeah.
8 laps on the line, dude. 8 laps.
Thanks, man.
You know, I keep seeing them coming up on eBay. There's one on eBay at the moment for $250. And I'm like, I can't buy something else.
Yeah, the one I got is
You like-
just a freaking 3D printed one.
Yeah. And they're more than good enough. It's just one of them ones where I'm a dick.
Yeah,
Basically.
nothing wrong with that.
I don't have children, so I've got expendable income on myself. And but oh no, what happens when I get old? Oh, the kid that I thought was going to look after me is not going to look after me. I'll be fine. I always find that funny when you have arguments when people go to you, why don't you have children? Who's going to look after you when you're old? You're like, does anybody's child look after them when they're old normally?
No, I'll probably look after my mom.
Yeah, it's one of them. Don't get me wrong. There is people doing it, but on average, I can guarantee there's more kids not looking after their parents than
Oh,
looking after.
100%. Oh yeah.
It's just that's the argument they always say.
Oh mate, it's seeing the amount of people in care homes here, like rotting away.
Yeah. And the children don't come and see them, or they come and see them once at the birthday or something. Yeah, I'd rather just not keep my money, have fun while I'm young, and then when I get bored, just kill myself, and no one gives a fuck.
Yep.
I just need to find a way of getting all my money out of the mortgage and my fucking retirement without giving the government any of it.
That's the hard part.
Yeah. Because what annoys me, I've got more money in my retirement fund than I have what I owe my mortgage, but I'm not allowed to take it out of that to pay my mortgage, or I'll have to pay tax on it, unless I'm over 60. And I'm like, well, that's shit. And then you can't fucking sell your house to fund your retirement because that's illegal. And you're like, well, wait, how's that fucking illegal?
It's your own money, innit?
Yeah, that's what fucking annoys me. They don't tell you that when they go, oh yeah, you need to get a house. I'm like, oh, well, okay. So
Right.
I'm like, so why have I bought a house then? Yeah. So all I said to the missus, all we'll do is we'll sell the house to fund when we go into a retirement home. Or sell, because you can sell the house to them fucking endowment people, can't you?
Yeah.
Where they'll
Well,
give
make
you
sure
like
the retirement home is big enough for your sim rig, mate.
yeah. By that time, mate, it'd be all fucking plugging a couple of electrodes into your brain.
Yeah.
Oh god, Diego's about to run people.
Again.
On purpose, yeah, that's what he's freaking opening his mouth about. Fuck it's him.
Are they bitching on the thing?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I think Diego's getting some shit.
Yeah, he's threatening
Oh,
to
yeah.
wreck people and
Listen, you cunts, Brock me. Oh, this... Can you all shut up the fuck up, please? Like, come on, keep fucking talking. I'm gonna wreck you on purpose.
what is it on?
Listen, you cunts. Break me.
Although,
What can I do?
earlier, mate.
When the guy in the Corvette crashed in front of me.
You take
Now fuck
cars
off,
out,
Dago. You're
and
fucking
you're
shit.
1.3k and you're in the fastest car, and you are garbage, mate, to put it polite. So yeah,
Why have I missed all this chat? I'm muting it now to see what I can.
maybe you need to go do some more practice. I don't know.
Daniel Merchant, team 17.
There you go. There's only an hour and a half left.
Kevin's-
There's no
Six
reason
to
to
go,
make
mate.
the rest of it a
Kevin's
miserable
mad.
experience for anybody. So just,
So, boys, when are we doing? Should we go do a VRS endurance straight after this? Yeah.
Yeah. But there's a Sunday 24 hour, yeah.
Now.
Don't get us involved. Dago's going to crash us, mate. Come on.
I was just saying everyone's so happy.
Where is Diego? He was fucking P8,
He's in
isn't
the
he?
pits.
Oh, okay.
He's fucking P21 now.
It's like say, how can he be that far behind?
And he's fucking wrecked.
Good morning, everyone. Oh, I'm on Teams.
2 hours left.
Just push your radio mic again.
Yeah, I've changed it now.
I say, yeah.
come on, Jason. You can do
Kevin Smith, he's...
Good morning, everyone. 1 hour 24 to go. Write that down.
Why are they writing that? Still so confused about that.
I don't
I
know.
feel like we might not survive the 1 hour and 24s with this Diego live still in the race. Sorry, just saying it out loud.
Team 17. Who is Team
Sorry, not
17?
sorry.
That's Kevin Smith's team.
Yeah.
Where are they fucking... Oh, the GTE. They're 131 laps down as well.
Hey, Kanye Lovers team, just for information, did you catch the Alex Jones interview with Kanye a while back?
Totally agree there, Clint.
Let's just mute everybody again.
Yeah, I've muted everyone now.
Yeah, talking about shit.
Why did all this start?
Yeah, you go crashed into a Corvette by the sound of it.
He's crashing every other corner.
Net-coded.
No, that's what he's saying. He crashed in front of me and I couldn't do shit. I think the problem is, as all the other times he's caused problems. So he's gone, well, that wasn't my fault, but the 20 fucking faults before was his fault. But he's just talking about that one crash. And yeah, there you go. It's not the fact that that one crash has caused the problem. It's all the other ones that you've done, and the dive bombs and the fucking everybody trying to avoid the shit out of you.
Yeah,
What team is Diego on? It's 14, isn't it?
Yep. 14 car. Scurry one.
I want to see how many laps Diego's done, that's all.
I don't know, but the fact that he's like 124 laps down is not looking good for him.
And you know what the worst thing is, right? I mean, none of this can sound horrible. Their average lap times are 155.
Jesus. And 155 with... Oh, they're 157 laps down. Excuse me.
Yeah, they're not even fucking... They're honestly, they're not even dropped under the fucking 150s yet. I can't find anything. It's like, nah, you can't be doing that.
They're the LMDH version of Zipper Wang.
Yeah, they are indeed, yeah.
Are they still running?
No, they're in the pits at the moment. But they will be coming back out. I can guarantee you they're going to smash them.
Just not us.
Yeah, they're gonna... I would not be surprised if they look for car 17.
I can understand the frustration that the GTs keep getting took out by the same bloke.
Oh,
But
yeah.
at some point, you've got to... You have
All to go, mate.
At some point, you have to sort of stop slagging people off because they just then get into that revenge
Gets
mode.
worse.
Yeah. Say your piece and then just let it drop.
Yeah.
Because if not, you end up just having... You just annoy yourself normally, don't you? Oh, we've got a lap back on fucking P2. We're at 14 now instead of 50. Kevin Smith, man.
I can't believe he's still going.
Yeah, he's the traffic cop for everyone, isn't he? No, you can't overtake there. Why? Like I say, if you ever took him going through here, mate, he complains about you all the time off unless you do it. It's all funny.
Hey up, pet. You can wait it straight, man.
Yeah.
Oh Christ, I'm tired.
Yeah, that's the thing.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to some coffee.
Can't believe I got up at 1 o'clock.
Whoa.
I know you're a madman.
Dude, you must have gone up as I got off.
Pretty much, mate, yeah.
Car
Fucking
13, I strongly suggest you do not do something so stupid when you are in the lead.
Kevin's complaining about someone again. Overtaking.
You, my friend, could have ended up way back.
The field's evenly spread again. It got to a point where it was all quite bunched up.
Yeah.
Come on, guys, you can do it round the outside. Fantastic.
Amount of cars on track, it feels like a practice session.
It's fucking shit, mate. We've dropped too many people.
There are marbles.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, shit happens, I guess. Shit happens
What?
when you're accidentally driving on the marbles.
Say what now? Marbles? I never had any in the first place.
If you don't have dynamic tire track data on, you probably don't realize that the whole outside of the track is covered in rubber.
You got Lewis
Yeah, I've
Vasquez
seen that
gonna
bit.
fucking chase you down, mate.
Well, he's
Oh,
let
right
me go
outside.
there.
It's right
I mean
outside.
mentally, I never
Right
had
the
He
any.
let me go,
outside.
he lifted, braked.
Yeah, he did, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Sort of-
Oleg Rugnard. Just be careful, mate. He's waiting for you. He's waiting for you.
Oh, I thought he was going to send that.
Yeah, no. It just lift a little bit here, mate, because he's
I
going to
will
go around you.
Nice.
Yeah, with these fuckers, what I found is if you lift coming around that left-hander and get them in front of you for the braking zone, then they don't. You gain more time with it.
Yeah, you can pick your exit.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Oh,
And it only takes it. It only takes a little lift as well. It doesn't take a lot. And it then forces them to make the decision earlier.
2 laps to go, mate.
Yeah. We could just bring everything together in the braking zone. So
yeah, exactly. Yeah.
2 to go. Oh, right. Fuck it up.
Cheers, Corey.
just take your time when you get in, dude. The track definitely feels a little bit more slippery now.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, there's a lot of rubber out. If you come offline, you're not gonna break, but you think you are.
It's already gone up to 36. Fucking hell.
Yeah.
It's changed a lot since I've been in. Like it's.
Hey, fancy doing a quad, mate?
Another
Yeah, nice one, mate.
drive-through, sir.
Yeah.
Car number 14. Diego.
Just need a brew, mate.
Another drive-through, sir.
Ah?
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen.
The thing is, you won't be doing a quad anyway. It's only going to be by the time you come in.
I'll be
It's
doing
only going to be an hour. It's going to be a stint and a half.
stint and a half.
So when you come in for the fuel, don't change tyres. Well, actually, it makes no fucking difference. We're not going to make.
Just change it all. I'd rather change it all.
We're not going to gain anything. Like you say, the only thing can go wrong now is if you crash it.
Oh, well, cheers for that lovely pressure. Yeah, nice one, yeah.
I mean, hey, mate, last man always gets this pressure. That's why we wanted you to be last man, so you experience it straight away. So you won't be. So you take it and go, yeah, I can deal with that. It's fine.
Right, boxing this lap.
Copy that.
Is Diego out yet?
No worries.
No,
I
he's still in
I
the
haven't
pits.
seen him. Ah,
No,
okay.
he's still in the pit. Well, I don't know actually. P9's still in the pits. Is that Diego's team or not? I don't know. I really don't.
Staying left. Okay. Don't come across.
Oh well. What happened? Throw another coffee down my head
Yeah.
And have the shits for the rest of the day.
Fucking big morning coffee shit.
I'll let you get out, get a coffee, mate, and then I'll give
You sure?
Yeah, fucking hell.
Alright, dude.
You just got woke up and we fucking said, get in the car.
When Charles said, you've got a lap, I was like, oh, fuck.
Yeah. Like, I did tag you in the yellow thing, saying you need to be up for a certain sign. I was
I
like,
did not see that, mate.
no, exactly, yeah. That's
Oh,
why
dear.
we did have a contingency plan. Box,
Yeah, fair one.
Because like I say, I said, right, let's swap it so that no one's doing a triple, because we don't need to do that.
Right, I'm ready.
Good man. Just really
Right, so
take your time.
when I say slow, what I mean is you need to come out the pit slow, not get on the track and drive slow.
Full throttle, yeah? Okay.
Because what I'm trying to do is judge your speed against the guys coming at full speed. And I'll keep ribbing you for that, but it's just because you took the piss out of me on YouTube. Right, so don't forget your pit limiter.
Yeah, it's on.
Right, you're going to have loads of LMDHs coming up the back straight, so I might tell you to not move.
You need to tell me how long you got.
I've got 57 litres, 59. They should all clear.
You'll be good.
Yeah, you'll be good.
Beautiful. You sure you're happy for set, Gil? It'll only be 5
Yeah,
minutes.
yeah, go for it, mate. Yeah, go
All
for
right,
it.
mate. 2 minutes.
Here we go.
Yeah, you're good. So just go for it, mate. When you get on, there's going to be P2 right on top of you. That's it. Go on, mate. Go on. That's it. Take your time for our first couple of corners.
Oh yeah, it's slippery.
Yeah. Yeah, don't forget you got cold tyres and that, so
Car number
try and stay
4,
on line, because
please
when you
be
start drifting
very
offline
patient.
now, you'll experience a lot of
We are
lack
going
of
to hit the last
grip.
turn very slowly because we are
If you
pitting.
just lift a little bit,
pitting,
let this P5
pitting.
fast.
I'll wait. I'll wait.
Well done. I really appreciate the patience.
No, actually, I don't. Actually, buddy, just drive normally. I want to see what pace you are against P5, because P5's doing 57 force, and I reckon that you've got that in you anyway after a couple of laps. But he is 30 laps down to us, so just let him past if you start pushing on it. Because it's that fucking looks like Lightning McQueen car that can be a bit dodgy.
I'm gonna let him go here. Oh no.
Just keep going, mate. Keep going. Don't wait. Don't slow up for a P2 unless they're within 0.3 and pushing on you. Okay.
Yeah.
Because you'll lose too
Hey,
much
guys, you got
time.
any tips for, racing on
If
the
he starts
keyboard and
becoming a
mouse?
problem,
It's
then do it. But you know what we were saying about you're becoming too passive.
Yeah.
If you're racing on the
You-
keyboard,
you've got
and
the
mouse,
same pace
that's
in it
if
as
you
in
hit
in
Alt
you.
F4 to give you plus 40 miles per
It's
hour.
just his first lap. He's going to be a little bit quicker than you because he's not got the tire.
Why
He's got
did
the
that
tyres. So he's gone wide there.
I mean, if you're legit on a keyboard and mouse racing at this point, I gotta say, like, all props to you if you're racing.
It's the Logitech
LMG,
DD Pro
fucking pit.
keyboard and mouse, man.
That's it. Just find your rhythm, mate, and off you go.
Alright.
Glenn, if you catch us, mate, just go around us.
Roger. I'm coming.
Car 14 killing me.
No worries, mate.
No, just under the pitch, mate.
We want no participation in 2x2 with anyone.
No, I gotta stop in 4 laps anyway, but we'll see.
What was that, mate?
Take your time, take your time.
It feels like a trap. Every time you tell someone you want them to pass.
So you know you got it. Go left, go left.
No, we just...
Beautiful.
There's no reason for us.
See, because
to
you didn't
battle
rush
him or
that
hold him
corner and gave yourself space,
up. You know, if he gets...
you gave
if he goes
yourself
by
room
and
to
he
sort
passes
out
us
the
again,
problem in front of
then
you.
He deserves it.
It's not always beneficial to be right on their asses all the time.
You know what I deserve? A bounce now, please.
Excuse me. So you've got the pace on this P5, and you're heavier than he is.
Yeah.
The lovers are back out on the track. This could get exciting.
Okay. Get it.
Thing is, they're fucked now. As soon as they touch anybody else, they're just going to get fucked right over, aren't they?
Yep.
Yeah, you're absolutely destroying P5, mate. So do you understand why we made the decision to wait before you let him past? Because if you let him past, you'd now be stuck behind him.
Yeah.
So when you're in the same class as the car behind, unless they're showing you they are a lot quicker, don't give time up to them. And then only make it easy for them when they actually go for the overtake. It's the same with this LMDH. Hold your line and brake normally for your corners. Let them show you something before you react to it. So you now need to stay to the left because you know they're going to come and throttle past you. As soon as they come past you, drop in behind them and use their speed to get you past the GTE.
Oh, they're off the track.
Yeah, so in two laps, you've put over 2 seconds into the car behind that P5.
Lovely.
So now you can see that GTE in front of you. You should be thinking, right, I know my closing speed to this. I know where I'm going to think about overtaking. And then you want to work your pace so you get to that point of the overtaking in the most efficient and quickest manner. Which doesn't always mean being all the way behind them through these corners. If you give them a little bit of space, they'll go quicker through it. Because obviously you're looking at taking them on the no. You want to be looking at taking them on the exit of this carousel. So do that wide out and come back in and aim for the inside of him. That's it. Now throttle on, go on, big throttle. Keep your throttle on all the way now, don't take off it. Come to the left slightly, and then turn through the kink.
There you go. I had to take off a little bit just in case.
Yeah, it's a confidence thing that it will hold. Yeah, I didn't know whether you saw that car on the right off track.
I didn't get any yellow flags or anything like that.
Nah, yeah, it's because they were moving. It's weird how iRacing works like that sometimes. Yeah, so as soon as you see a GTE, what you're because you've been driving this track and car for a while now, you should know when you're about to catch them or where you reckon you're going to catch them. And then what you want to do is where you think you catch them, you want to get there as fast as you can at the overtake point, not get to them as fast as you can, if that makes sense. I don't know if that makes sense. Does that make sense, Charles? You know, can you understand what I'm trying to say?
Yeah. So essentially you're looking, you never just want to try to pass the car. You want to find the place to pass the car. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So if you have to sacrifice speed into the entrance of a corner to be faster out, that's what you have to do.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's just getting savvy of when to put the power on, isn't it?
Yeah. So now you can see these GTEs in front of you. Where do you think the overtake's going to come?
Well, it's going to either be just after the kink or into turn 1.
No.
Back straight, sorry.
Yeah. So you want to be gauging your speed so that you get to that the last turn for your acceleration off onto the straight. Because you're going to be faster through this section than he is, and you're going to get a nice into this corner. This guy blinks like fuck as well, so be careful of him.
I'll have him on the back straight now, I think. I won't have him here.
Yeah.
So now you know it's going to be turn 3. You want to be nice and gentle through turn 1, and you want to line up turn 3 nicely. So take your time, because you're going to get caught behind him. So what you want to be doing now is thinking about, how am I going to get my best drive out of this next corner? That's it, nice and easy. Make sure you get your corner right, and there you go.
Don't go up
Yeah, every time I
out too
said-
soon.
Yeah. Every time I said that to Owen, he decided to run wide at Le Mans.
True story,
Every
that
time.
The only reason why I say that is because the longer you stay in the tow, the faster you get around them when you get there.
There's definitely a caveat with that, not to get too close.
Right. So what I would say, I was about to say something about that. I generally get about a car length. If
Yeah.
I know I'm going to be able to safely pass them, I get a car
Don't
length.
take it. Owen's just saying that because he lost traction and got took out.
I had a
Don't give him
horrible
any
echo.
sympathy. He fucking decided to spin the car and let the LMD8 run into the back of him. He should have just got out the fucking way, you know what I mean?
Oh yeah. Still stings, mate. Still stings.
No, he does. No, he does. So no matter how much he says how clean he's been on this race, I've got the fucking Le Mans getting took out of P1 on him.
Fucking hell.
I am such a dick.
That's fantastic.
I'll never give you shit if you make a mistake until after the event.
And then you're fucked.
Yeah.
I will be coddly and loving until it's over.
Yeah.
That was perfect, Michael, with that. You know how long you waited behind
Thank
before
you.
you pulled up? That was perfect. See, I'm a nice bloke, look. I told you.
Until you're not.
Yeah, until you fuck off. Right, we got just over an hour, buddy. Just over an hour to the end of the race.
Roger.
There you got 4 instance points before your next drive-through.
I win.
You win.
I win.
What?
Least amount of incident points.
Yeah, but Charles, you didn't turn up for when it was fucking busy.
How many have you got, dude?
I got 5. Owen got 6. I win.
Ah, you rat bag.
Hey, you got the fastest lap. Fuck you.
Yeah, I'll take that. Quite rare to that. Gillian always takes it off me.
No, like I say, you've got pace at this track more than I have.
You know what, as well, and I came into it thinking, nice stint, I was probably going to stack it.
Yeah, fucking
I had no confidence, dude.
That night shift was fucking horrendous.
Yeah.
I normally practice loads about everything that I don't normally leave many stones unturned. Why I didn't do this track in the night, I don't know.
No.
No
That's what I was trying to make you feel better
Right.
yesterday. Because I loaded in, did a night session, it's like, it's fucking disastrous.
Yeah, I didn't even think about it. I just like, oh shit, yeah, that's night time now. Fuck. And that fucking high speed third gear
Black
over the
corner.
crest.
Yeah.
No, the one just after the really shitty left-hander. Turn not, is it that time? No, turn 7. Fucking trying to find a turning point for that in the dark's horrendous.
Oh, yeah.
And then it just felt like the front end just kept washing out on me. I was like, no, I'm not even going to push for the fucking 52s on this.
Give it a lift.
Yeah. I was every time.
Yeah. Yeah.
I will always drive better at nighttime.
I normally can, but because I didn't do any practice on this, I didn't. Because obviously my turning points are obviously dictated what I can see, and you just can't see shit turning there. It's just like that. I'm just randomly turning in now, and hopefully either catch the inside or because it's so expensive if you run wide there, because it just spins the car straight away, doesn't it? because of the back end. So I was really dubious about, well, I don't give a fuck if I lose like half a millisecond by lifting to make sure that back end don't go wide.
Yep. Yeah, no, I think it's just because I know the track as well as I do. That when it got dark,
be honest,
I was
I think,
just like, oh, well, you know, the same corners, they're still the same, they haven't changed. All right.
I've got to be honest, I don't think I've done this track
No,
in
I
a race.
No. Oh, I did a 2-hour endurance in the Audi GTO. You know, the Camel one.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, the 500 or the...
Yeah, whatever that was, yeah.
The thing is, though, I think all tracks are different depending on the speed so you can have the same track, but they're all different depending on the speed you're travelling.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Because
100%.
your turning points, your brake points are completely different. So, like you say, if you ran around this in a touring car and then get put in a prototype, even though you know where the track is, you couldn't drive the track the same.
Yeah.
You still have to learn
You're
it all
never going
again.
to be quick, are you?
No.
Yeah, and I think I've only driven this track in GT3, GTE, and LMP2.
Yeah.
So...
You've given me some
not
lovely
lend
traffic,
itself to-
boys. Thank you.
You're welcome.
This track does not lend itself to prototypes, though.
No.
I've got to be honest, though. I do enjoy this track because of how technical it is.
Yeah, definitely. Well, I think it could be even more fun than GTE.
Yeah. I hate GTE, though. GT3 or E?
E.
Yeah, no, I'd enjoy it in the GTE, but I wouldn't enjoy it with the prototypes. Because if I got took out again on this race, I'd fucking throw iRacing out the window.
Yeah.
And that would cost me a lot of money.
You,
and I was
you
like,
would get punted on this one as well.
Yeah, and I'm not doing it. I'm not going P1 or P2 and then get punted by some fucking idiot who doesn't know how to drive.
Yeah.
And then get P4 and P3. If the last two races we were P10 and we got punted, it wouldn't matter so much. But both times we were fighting for the fucking championship, and both times we got fucked over.
Yeah.
And I was like, I'm just not doing it. And I think Dave was pretty much suicidal by the end of the night. He was suicidal after Spa, but fuck, after Lemma. I think even Carty fucking went too happy because he fucking, as soon as the race stopped, he just fucked right off.
Yeah, well, I think that's it, isn't it? It leaves a shit taste, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Painful one, that.
I like to say, and you know it's bad when everybody in your class goes, we feel really sorry for you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're good, mate, you're good. Yeah, and that's when you know that everybody's respected the job, because we weren't ridiculously fast by everybody else. We were just consistently quick.
Yes.
So I think the rest of the teams knew we didn't have any Smurfs.
Yeah,
it was
wasn't
literally a case
bullshit.
of.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was just literally a case of we were clean and we just did the laps.
Which is the race that we've been waiting for so long.
Yeah. Yeah. And then you get took out the way we did, we're just like, you motherfucker. Be careful of this early turning. Like, you've actually got nice clear track now, Michael, for a while.
Yeah, you're probably going to get to a lap and a half. Maybe.
Yeah, about half an hour.
So what happened to Racing Pals? Did they just have a big off?
Racing Pals?
Yeah, the lads in P2. Because they were leading when I left.
No, they hit a wall.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
just
they
on
hit
their own.
Yeah.
You find this P2 quite easy to drive, Gilly, after getting out of the GTE? Or not?
Yes.
Yeah, you do. That's good. I feel exactly the same.
Yeah. I've spent a lot of time in a PT before I did the GTE stuff though.
That's fair one.
So I actually quite enjoy the PT because it is all about, if you rush, the difference between this and the LMDH, from what I can work out, if you rush a corner in this, you lose so much speed. So you have to be more precise on your braking and your turning. That's why I struggle with GT3s
because I drive a GT3 like a Porsche Cup,
Yeah,
but it doesn't work.
Nah, you've got to hammer the controls, haven't you?
Yeah, and I don't like driving like that. It's just not the way I drive.
Yeah.
I like to brake early, but
Smooth.
softly.
Yeah.
Yeah, which doesn't help in
Smooth
a
power.
GT3.
Well, you can
Because
just.
what happens
Yeah.
is when I brake for the corner, the people who do it the other way go up the inside of me, and then they're really slow because I like to carry my corner speed.
Yes.
So unless I can get out in front of a group and I'm slightly quicker than them, so they can't dive bomb, then I'm all right. But as soon as they get close to me, they always beat me into the corner, and then I just lose so much drive that I end up going backwards really quickly.
Yeah. You
Whereas
don't get the
with
same
this-
reward, do you? To
No.
slow in, fast out. It doesn't happen
No.
the same.
Well, this car is definitely a slow in, fast out car.
Oh yeah.
Especially with this setup as well.
Yeah.
I did notice in those sprint races, you could see the guys that had a much more aggressive setup. They were a lot quicker on the braking.
Yeah.
Well, probably a lot more of an edgy car as well.
Well, one of the 1.4k drivers that's definitely not 1.4k driver, when I was following him, you could see how quickly he was rotating the car on the brakes to get the drive out. But he was shit on the in the long corners.
Right.
Because to get your car to rotate quickly, you have to lose stability. It's the only way it works.
Yeah.
So as soon as you get a corner that has got, it's a longer corner where you want stability over flexibility, that's where you lose time, because the back end's always trying to come round on you, and if it's always coming round on you, you have to come off your throttle. Careful on exit, careful on exit.
I'm slowing, you're good.
Sorry.
You're good. So
Yeah.
you gotta just, it's one of those things where you gotta see what's going on before you start letting off. So when Rob says, hey, careful,
Oh, sorry,
When I say careful, all I'm trying to when I say careful, all I'm trying to do is give you an early indication there's an issue. It's up to you as the driver to work out the best way to get around it.
I just saw it was a caddy and I thought I was going to go come out fucking all steaming, but it
That's
didn't.
the thing. Don't slow down.
Yeah. Don't slow down until you have to.
Yep. You just let yourself observe what he's doing, and then you're better off being prepared to hit the brake early than to slow down, because if you have a car behind you, they can go to the back of you, or then both you and him are slowing each other down. Because he doesn't know what to do, you don't know what you're doing, stuff like that.
And like Charles was saying, that's what was happening at the end of your last stint.
Yep.
You know how I said that you're getting a little bit too passive on letting people overtake you? Whereas this stint, I've not tried to tell you too much, because it happens, but you're learning more because you're having to think for yourself.
Yep.
Where the reason I talk so much at the start is to make sure that you're happy with the driving more than the results and what's happening around you. Now that you've got consistency and you're doing good lap times, you now need to learn how to traffic manage. And all you'll find is the spotters who should be telling you, shit, there's 3, there's 2, there's 1 coming, or might go, actually be careful, because in 4 laps corners time you're going to get fucking traffic on you. But again, I need to reiterate, what we're saying, it isn't because you've been a bad driver. It's nothing to do with that. You've got potential to gain a lot of I rating very quickly because of the way you drive.
Thank you.
Definitely.
Well, you're going to make me a good driver.
Well, like I say, your raw speed's there. Obviously, that will come quicker when you get a little bit of thing. What we're trying to get you to do is the quickness with traffic and making the right decisions at the right time. Because what you should have realised when you evaluate yourself after the race, that you'll know what the decisions that were right and the decisions that were wrong. And sometimes I might say something, Charles might say something, and you'll go, well, actually, it would have been better for me personally if I attacked that corner or backed off on that corner. Because obviously, we only see what we can see, and you can only see what you can see. And sometimes it's quite hard to judge
what you're seeing.
Yeah, it turns into a perspective thing then, doesn't it?
Exactly, yeah.
Yeah,
So
it's
we
always
might
going to
go-
be different for the driver, always.
Yeah. And what we're also trying to gauge is your skill level in the corner. So we might go slow down, not realising that you can actually take that corner quicker because you know your own skill level.
Yeah.
Where we're trying to gauge it so that we're not putting you into a dangerous situation because we think your skill level is lower than what it actually is. Does that sound patronising? I hope
No.
it doesn't.
No.
No,
Yes.
I'm trying to be really careful with the wording because I don't want to make you feel bad. I'm just trying to explain what we're seeing and what we're trying to do.
The reality of all this is it is painful to learn, I think.
Yes.
So
We
there is,
bought, like my if you saw my first 24 hour, you'd be like, why the fuck is Rob saying anything to me? Oh, it's so
Well,
bad.
that's a right by passage, that dude.
Yeah.
We've had the pain.
Nobody sat there and told me anything. And even to the point that when I took one of the LMP2s out, because the spotter told me he was on the wrong side of my car.
Oh,
So he said, clear left instead of clear right. So I pulled the other way straight into the LMP2.
oh no.
Flicked him straight off the track.
So now you're fast forward to that. Rob and I at Le Mans. I was coming out. I was going through the Mulsanne corner. And
That's
we
it,
had
yeah.
an LMDH behind us, and I was already making my move coming out of the corner to get out of his way. And then Rob told me to go left. So then we had this weird little. We both had this weird little
Nice.
struggle where what we wanted to happen needed to happen, and that LMDH got caught up in the fact that I jerked the wheel multiple directions, and then he ran into the back of us.
Yeah.
You know.
And that was my fault because I was the spotter and I didn't give clear information early enough.
Right, and again, it's one of those things where like every once in a while it happens, right? Like it's one of those things where
Yeah.
Rob and I at that point were just like, hey, we're just staying left, coming out
Yeah.
of there, so we don't have that problem. And so
Yeah.
everyone who started racing with me at Le Mans after that, I told them, if you ever have this car behind you or they're faster than you, stay left, coming
Yeah.
out onto the Mulsanne and just let them go. Right, and that's how it's passing information correctly and
Yeah.
learning how to do it.
Yeah.
You know, and even though at that, I don't know how long you and I were been driving together at that point.
Yeah,
A
while.
while, yeah.
I-
So
I think
we
I
both
think it was the
still
first time we did Le
struggled.
Mans together though.
Yeah. Yeah, we both still had a struggle point because we were both trying to do the same safe act
In a different way.
Yep.
I think Owen's experience might stay fucking left coming out of me. Stay
Yeah.
fucking left for you. What are you drifting to the right for, you dick?
Good old
yeah.
Sacha Rouge.
Yeah.
You know.
The best one's always been right, make sure you get a good drive out of it. Run straight into the back of the car in front.
Fucking shovel him off.
That was fucking amazing.
Oh, dude.
Oh, it did make me giggle. Right, get a good drive out of here. Ish. Yeah, oh, shit. And then the other one, get a good drive out of here and then run wide and get slowed down.
And again, and with that stuff, like, it changes because when you're the faster car, you can't sit there and be like, yeah, just stay right every single time you come out because you don't know which direction the slower car is going to go.
It's gonna go, yeah.
That's it, man.
Right, so you have this information will constantly change,
Yeah.
and at some point or another, your spotter, well, depending on what you're driving, right, certain things are going to change.
Yeah.
And at some point, you're either going to be spotting or somebody's going to be spotting for you.
Yeah.
You're gonna make a mistake. I've done it.
I've definitely done it.
Yeah, we've all done it. And all you can do is at that point just be like, all right, well, we made a mistake. We hit the car. Let's just keep fucking going. You know. Same thing. I made the mistake tonight. Even though we won't talk about it or say that I made it, I made the mistake by not telling Ryan to fucking back out of that corner. And I should have. I knew I should have. But I think I know what it was. I think I didn't want to make him feel like he couldn't do it.
Yeah.
You know,
And there's a fine line
Yeah.
between telling someone what to do and dictating their driving. This is why, like I say, you most probably noticed that with Michael now, when he first got in the car, I was sort of telling him everything. Well, now, because we've also learned how quick and how Michael drives as well, we now don't need to tell him every fucking 2 minutes what to do. He can drive the car. And like say, like myself, you or Owen in the car, we all know what level we're at. And like say, you could go for 10, 12 laps and not say a word about spotting, even though the guys are overtaking each other, because you know that what's coming up or what's about to come up isn't a problem for his skill level of doing it. And that's what's going to happen with Michael. Is like I say, after this race, the amount he's learned in this last 24 hours compared to guys at 1.1k who's only just started iRacing as well, it's going to be fucking so much more bigger, if that makes sense.
100%.
Because like I say, it took me fucking ages to do my first endurance race because nobody took you under the wing. And it's not a case of being the mother, it's just a case of having the confidence to go to someone. I don't know how to get in the car, get out the car. I don't know how to register. Because I also think that, I'm going to speak to Ryan about it actually. I think there's people on the server who won't do endurance racing because they're scared of that. And I think what Ryan needs to do is go, actually, on a Saturday, we're going to run.
I just asked.
Yeah, but not everybody's like you.
No,
because
not
obviously
everyone's
you've
willing
been a firefighter, you're quite confident anyway.
Yeah.
But what I'm saying is, you've got young lads who might be on the server who haven't grown up enough to do that. So I think Ryan needs, and I think Ryan, what he needs to do is go, right, on a Saturday we're going to do a 1 hour endurance race in a team of 2, and nobody wins or nobody loses. It's just purely so that people, and put an experienced guy with a novice, just so that the novice can work out how to get in and out the car, how to register for the event, and experience a team event better. And then go to them. Actually, when you go into the big 24 hours, what you've just done is no different. It's just over a longer period.
Yeah, one of the things I told Brian I wanted to do was take one of the teams that's not used much, like Purple Team, and make it, and kind of set it aside for, he's going to do it.
No, he's going to wait until he's come out. Say right.
Did it?
That was shit on him.
Gonna do that. Knew it.
Yeah, well done.
Was take like Purple Team or something and have it kind of focus on
a certain team.
VRS
I honestly
thought,
I think what should happen is, what we were talking about earlier about this team, is once at the start of the season, people should put their teams in. I know it's going to fluctuate by 1 or 2 people. And then that team gets, right, you are now 4x red, you're 4x blue. And stop this change in the teams, because we've run the last 2 races in 4x blue.
Yep.
Yeah.
So why are we now running 4x yellow?
Yeah, I did.
Hey, Pete, you got to be in the car?
Because there's no one that I know of in this team that's running LMP2 under yellow.
So
you know what,
I think what he did was because yellow has the best standing in the GES.
Was that the meet then, mate?
Oh, okay.
I think. So that's why.
Yeah, so you'll go for the biggest points, or?
Yeah, to get the biggest points.
Yeah.
Nah, but the bloke that just adored me.
Which is fine.
I'm going to play games, apparently.
Which is fine, but like I say, going forward, I'd prefer him to go, actually, right, you're this team, you're red. Okay, the people in red are going to change slightly, but that's the core 4 players or 5 players or 6 players, whatever he wants to do. And then have fringe 4x people for, let's say, the people at the moment we haven't trusted. Oh, that sounds really bad. But, the guys that you can't confirm is going to be on time there all the time. Give them the team name, but give them a team name that doesn't represent the core server. And then go, well, actually, guys, you can now jump into the other teams and have like a... That, you've done well there, mate, because that GG3, he shouldn't have done that.
No,
he did well there, Michael. Well done. No. There's that, that's that Kevin Smith. He'll complain about that, but it was his fault.
Well, he told him to. He all of a sudden pulled off the side. He's like, just go ahead.
Oh, mate, mine's everything. Everything's
I'm
muted.
I'm bored of his fucking conversation.
Why did I hear that? I don't want to hear these fuckers.
Yeah, so I mean, like for the normal racing, yeah, you can do whatever. But I think for if you're going to do this series properly, I think at the start of the season, because I honestly thought that's what 4X was going to be as a sub from SPR.
Yep.
Because I thought 4X was going to be an individual small team, not SPR again.
Car coming out of the
Careful on exit. Careful on exit. These sticks are going to go for it, mate, so be careful of them. It's Diego. So,
good job keeping the speed.
Hold.
Very good
Yeah,
job keeping your
he's.
speed that time. Because if you would have slowed down, you two would have collided.
Collided, yeah.
So good
Let him go if he's that dickhead.
Yeah,
Yeah, he is. Yeah.
Let him
He's going to take people out because he's fucking not happy. Give me that fucking car. It'll crash me in about fucking 3 laps anyway, mate.
Either that or we'll see him at the end of turn 1 or turn 14.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
Turn 14 in the gravel.
No, so that's kind of what I wanted to do. I told Ryan that I wanted one of the teams to sit there and have a newer driver and a veteran driver go and do one of the IMSA or VRS endurance races and help get the newer guys into.
Yeah. And you wouldn't have that. And you wouldn't have that shit that happened with that Le Mans team. Was it Team Yellow? It was yellow, wasn't it? Was it yellow?
Yeah, it was in the Nürburgring.
Yeah. Oh, was it Nürburgring?
Yeah, it's my team though.
No. What? Were they all got to each other?
Oh, no.
You weren't in that.
Oh, yeah, with Brad and Jake.
Yeah.
Oh, Jesse and that.
Yeah, if you had a more experienced person in there, like say myself, you or Owen, we'd have been like, right, shut the fuck up. This is what's happening. You're either going to learn the setup or you're not. And there's
someone
a lot
needs to take control of it, don't they?
Yeah.
You do.
And it's alright, Owen, going, well, I made captains of the team. Yeah, but if the captain of the team isn't that strong, it doesn't work.
Yeah.
Because like I say, I know I can come across quite forceful occasionally. But at some times, you've got to go, right, no, shut the fuck up. This is the way it's happening.
Yeah,
well, I'm not going to
I had that same problem with the 24 hours of Spa when everybody was just like, I don't want to drive the Merc.
Yeah.
Okay, fine, let's drive the Merc. I'm just like, okay, we need to pick something now.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I don't like this setup. Okay, I don't like this setup. Dude, gentlemen, we have 3 days.
I see, don't mate.
Oh, fucking hell, he fucking threw that down on that GTE there.
That's why I just wanted to hold off. I saw the traffic ahead.
I was on purposely not saying anything because I wanted you to make your own decision there, and it was the right one.
It's lucky you didn't freaking go off after hitting the grass. Going into the corner.
Full throttle. Yeah, beautiful. That's how you overtake on that bit.
Yeah.
Now I've learned a few things. Should we do the full 24 again?
Go again.
No, the worst thing about, for me, the worst thing about Spa was the fact that the setups, like, there wasn't much of a difference. Like, all they were complaining about was that the car didn't have grip. The car was sliding here. I was like, yeah, the car always slides. The Mark is known for being loose. It is a loose car.
Well, this is what we talk about with setups, though. It's like people are trying to find this setup that is the problem you get with team driving. I mean, it annoys me a little bit because I drive completely different to, let's say, Owen. And he's got to accept that the setup that I want isn't the setup that he wants, and I've got to accept the setup that he wants isn't the one that I want. So you're best off going, well, actually, let's use this setup and both get used to it.
Yeah.
And both be slow or both be fast.
Yeah. Put the time in.
And that's what we do. It's like, and that's why it's like with this one. As soon as I got told we're doing it, I put that setup up.
Yeah.
Partly because I knew Michael was joining this, and I find the more time you give someone on the setup, the better they are on it.
I literally practiced for like a week and a half. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So the lower the I rating, the more time you need on the setup.
Is all my pit stuff sorted? Yeah.
Yeah, you'll be fine.
I'm just taking full everything. Yeah.
Yeah. You're coming in this lap anyway, aren't you?
Yeah.
It's also fueling 66 litres, so you get a full tire change. Yeah.
How long left?
Just over half an hour. So it'll be half an hour by the time you come out. What was I saying? Yeah, setups. People get into this thing about setups that they want this perfect cure, and it's like I think I was saying it today when people were complaining about it sliding on. Yeah, but you've just locked the car up.
Yep.
Your tires are too hot. You need to cool them down. Box. You need to cool them down.
Yep.
So I'm just going to be quiet while he goes through the pit.
Lovely stint.
Yeah,
You've done really well. You definitely see where you're learning as well. You're not being as passive, and people, because you're. So I just want to be quiet till you find your pit stop. Yeah, so because you're not being as passive into corners, people can gauge your speed better.
Yep.
So at the moment, you're getting nobody running into the back of you or getting close to you because they know that you're going to be within a certain speed bracket. Right, so it should come out. Oh, he's going to come out with that 2 right on him, I think. Oh, Kevin Smith talking shit again.
Absolutely.
Yeah, you should be good, mate. You might have an LMDH catch you into T1 because it depends how quick he's going to go. No, you should be all right, mate. Full throttle want to go. Full throttle. Enjoy it, mate. Bring her
Yes.
Oh. Okay, don't bring her up.
Got tires.
Yep.
Yeah, that's what it is. You should be quick actually because you got a low fuel load with I'll say no, it's not actually that low, is it? It's only fucking
No, we're only missing
10 litres less.
Yeah.
But yeah, like I say with setups, I think the problem is because people are always looking for this perfect scenario. Because Neil can be quite bad for that.
Oh,
He'll change a setup like an hour before a race and expect you to ride or drive on it. And you're like, yeah, no, I'm not doing that.
I'm not good enough for that shit.
No, exactly, and that's the problem, isn't it? It's like, full. You're good, mate. Hold your line, you're fine. You'll see the car when you go around the corner. Yeah, so another thing that's something simple is making sure you're in the right camera to spot properly.
Yeah.
Everybody uses far chase, and you're like, it's bullshit, it's shit. You want to be in this one.
Chopper's the one.
Yeah, chopper with the FOV all the way out and slightly tilted up.
Beautiful view.
I use far
This
chase.
guy's going to probably dive you, mate, so be careful of him. No, he's waiting.
Nice.
So I use far chase, but I pull the camera really far out so I can see cars coming up behind him. And
Yeah, I think Dave does that too.
Yeah, I don't know, because like I say, I think with Chopper you can see him early enough to warn, but you can see further up the road. Just hold your throttle, mate. Hold your throttle. Follow the LMDH. Maybe not. That LMDH got way too quick there.
Yeah.
You didn't get any drag off him there. Sorry, that was my fault. I thought.
Yeah, and the only reason why I like far chase is because it stays behind the car, so I can constantly see what's going on up the track.
That's all right until you get anything over a 90-degree corner in front of him.
Yeah, well, I also have like change car or like previous or next car set up on the button box, so it just sits there. So then I just push a button, so I'll see exactly where it's at.
Yeah.
But
at the moment, I can see out. Yeah. Look, Charles, you're wrong. Use chopper, because I've told you. Like, again, it's down to personal preference, isn't it? It's one of them.
Definitely.
The only problem you've got, though, is when you're running for far chases, when you're doing your YouTube stuff, it's shit.
Oh yeah, that's the downside to it. But again, because like if I'm not spotting, or generally if I fall asleep or I'm going to bed, I'll switch it to cockpit.
Yeah.
So everyone can watch.
I use TV mixed because it does it all.
Yeah.
It will flick through everything, if that makes sense. And sometimes you get some nice low angle stuff when people go around corners.
Yeah.
But then occasionally with TV mix it will jump in the cockpit as well. Well, I don't think it does. I don't think it does cockpit. Is it gyro, the one that's next to cockpit? Is it gyro where it's slightly off-centered?
Yeah, the gyro's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah.
The problem is, if you've got triple screens, you don't see it properly. Because you only see half the screen. Because the actual driver is on the left screen for me. I don't.
Yeah, you really have to go through
it.
and adjust it.
Yeah.
Okay. It looks good on the Ultra, I must admit.
Yeah, because you got an ultra wide, haven't you? Yeah.
It looks really good.
Yeah. I mean, like I say, if I'm watching it on my screens and the triple, it's fine. It's when you're broadcasting it, it doesn't look quite as good.
That's generally how I run it for the gyro. I don't know if you guys are watching the stream, but I'll generally put it on the gyro and pull it out, and then cant the camera so you can see the steering wheel in the hands.
Oh, let me jump on your screen now. I've subscribed to you, so why can't I not see you?
Should be a new stream, yeah.
Are you on part 3 or part 4?
Part 3. I forgot to label the other ones. Oops. I gotta go through and do that afterwards.
Oh yeah, that looks better.
Yeah.
That's off-centered, isn't it, for all?
Yep. Yeah, that looks good.
I'm mute myself. That's really bad. Yeah. That's a good view to watch from, actually.
Because you get to see a whole bunch.
Yeah.
And then I generally...
It's nice to be able to see the flash.
Yeah. But obviously I don't go through during replay. Oh. This guy's generally been pretty nice.
Yeah.
Generally. Yeah.
What is he? Oh, P5, yeah.
Well, yeah, so generally... So I'm about like this for far chase. Sometimes I'm closer. It all just depends.
So it's still delayed by about 15, 16 seconds.
What's happened?
Nothing. We're good.
Are you good?
Yellow flag.
You're good.
Yellow flag.
Yeah.
Yeah, decent.
You're fine.
You're alright, mate. Keep going.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's got. He's
gone. Yeah. Yeah, that's generally how I do it, and I can see all the cars coming up.
Ah, yeah.
But if on certain tracks, I'll pull it out further.
Okay.
So that way I can see more of the car behind them. So that way I can try to tell.
Yeah.
so I can try to give them good warning. But that lets me see almost the whole entire track. But of course, like you said, the only thing I don't get to see all the time is 90-degree corners. But then I just hit a button and it'll change the car.
Well, you have the same problem with this chopper though, because the trees get in the way.
Yep. That's the
So you
only
can't get
thing.
past the trees.
But that's why I'm generally closer, because I'm less obstructed by the trees.
Yeah.
Generally, the only time the trees ever actually get bad is if you spin, and then I have to change the.
Yeah.
And then I generally have to start moving the camera around, but.
Yeah.
It works. It's not a bad little view. It is the only thing, like, if the chopper view would stay a little bit more behind the car.
Yeah.
I would 100% use that.
What do you mean by stay behind the car?
Like follow more behind the car rather than just kind of.
Oh, instead of cutting the corners.
Stay stationary and then follow the car in a circle almost. You know what I mean?
Can you not do that?
Are you talking about chopper or blimp?
Chopper.
Oh,
Blimp,
right, so
obviously, blimp's in the same spot, just circling the track for the most part. But
yeah,
the chopper, depending on what it's on, whatever they have the chopper route set up as.
Yeah, they cut the corners with the chopper. So,
Yeah.
like say, you're behind the car on a straight, but when it comes to a corner, they always take the shortest possible route.
Yep. And then,
You're not directly behind it.
or sometimes the chopper will all of a sudden end up directly on top of the car, and then you lose all view, depending on.
Yeah.
Certain
Nor
tracks.
much like that.
What track is it? I think.
Or
Daytona.
Brest.
Yeah. I think it's Daytona where it's really bad, where all of a sudden the camera zooms in and is right on top of your car. And then you never know if something's going to happen, and it's generally right before the bus stop.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, well, shit. Bathurst chopper was not my favorite because of the frickin' mountain.
Yeah, like the Nürburgring that as well.
That was really good, mate. Well done.
The Nürburg's bad for that as well.
Yeah.
Nice, good choice. And that's also something that's a very good move. You made it very, very. The guy 100%
obvious
knew.
you ain't gonna do it. Yeah.
Yeah, you went straight right back behind him, and he was no longer having to guess if you were going to take it or not.
It's a bit like that blue light training where they do that peek around the car before you go for it.
Yep.
But driving a fire engine on blues.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where you do that. Where you do that peek before you commit.
Yeah, make the road, make the view point bigger.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Mate, stick me in an 18-ton fire engine around this track.
You'll
I'll
be
do
all over it.
130s, mate. Yeah.
Yeah, you'll be all over it, would you? But it is a government-controlled fire engine, so it most probably break down after 2 laps.
Yeah, that's true.
How old is it? 15 years? 10 years? It looks like 10 years, 15 years. With that dash you said.
Our one we've got is 2008. 2008, yeah. It's a spare at the moment because our template's broken.
Your template? What does that mean?
Template Scania.
Yeah. Oh, okay,
yeah. We're due to get a new one in the next couple of months. Volvo.
Volvo. What a vehicle.
Oh, Diego's coming. Yeah, he's literally like a fucking lion shark, isn't it? Diego, just fucking drive past me, mate. I'll park up, be fine.
I got my camera on him just to see.
Well, he made it around fucking turn 14 without crashing, so.
He did an Apex. I'm so proud of him.
Yeah.
Oh, I think he's starting to understand Apexes.
Yeah. After 23 hours, he's realised that the best way to get past people is not crash into them.
Don't fucking lunge me.
He won't. He's way too far back.
He's too far behind.
Might let him go here.
Nope.
No, keep going,
No,
mate. Keep
no.
going. They're no quicker than you are through this bit. The next one, the danger zone, is that left-hander down the hill after this right-hander. He might go for a lunge there, depending how close. No, he's too far away still.
Yeah.
Because sometimes they'll go for a lunge down here.
He freaking lost traction.
Yeah. They're not overly. If the drivers and the NVH aren't that good, they'll fucking be shit here. I'm not really going to advise you what he's going to do here, because you'd think he'd beat you on the inside. So just hold your line. Just do your normal line.
Don't you fucking dare.
Just turn in, mate. Just turn in. You're fine.
Yep. And then just stay.
And then just stay left on exit. That's it. Come off your throttle a little bit now.
Oh!
What the
Not
fuck
on
is
you.
that bloke doing?
Not on you. That was 100% him. That was stupid.
Yeah. Why you'd go that close? Did he think you was going to drift to the right there in a high fucking downforce car? You know what? Yeah, that made no sense what he fucking did there. It really didn't. He's only just made that corner though. He's going in far too quick.
I gotta look at that.
You can't even say which way. I don't understand why he did that. It made no sense. It's like, if you're hugging that left-hand line, then why would you even try to be on the left-hand side?
It's so bad.
Yeah.
That is so bad.
But it's Diego, the person who threatened to take people out on chat. Because obviously he took us out on a straight away on a chat. Well, that's an instant ban, mate, because you threatened to do it and we don't even know why you've hit us.
Yeah. Oh damn! I forgot that he's 100 laps down from us.
Yeah, he's fucking so far.
I gotta look at that again because that was stupid.
That I honestly, like I say, why? The thing is, Michael had the left-hand position, and he wasn't moving away from that left-hand. It's not a GT3 or GTE where you might expect the car to drift, but yeah, I don't know what he was fucking doing. And I think half the problem with him, he's blue flagged to us. We're not blue flagged to him.
Yeah. So, it's my only thought process, and I'm not even gonna say it's a good thought process because it doesn't make sense. Is when he started to go around you, he all of a sudden was like, "Well, I want to hit that really shallow apex," and so he came back behind it, and then he just was just like,
The
"Oh,
only other thing,
geez, there's a car there."
The only
Never
other
mind.
thing is that he didn't expect the little lift, and he was going to follow him into the corner, but he was still approaching too quick for that.
Yeah.
And what you should learn from this, Michael, is at some points you just don't know what anybody's doing.
Yeah.
You can't, even the best one in the world, really, all the experience you get, you cannot adjust for some people doing stuff like that. You just accept you're getting fucking twatted by them. See, I like that word. I need to use that word a lot more.
Twatted.
It's a good word, that, isn't it?
Yeah.
You can use it for everything. Getting punched, drinking too much. I was twatted Friday night. That's a proper word from when I was like 12. I'm bringing the old school back. Fuck yous. I tell you what, I got my missus in trouble the other day. You know where somebody says fair enough? I always say fair him off.
Yeah, I'll say that as well.
And my missus did it at work the other day. And she keeps saying to me, I've got to be really careful because it almost slips out. And then she said, yeah, I got told off the other day. I went, why is that? I went fair him off instead of fucking fair enough.
No.
Yep.
Nearly had it, but I thought, nah.
Yeah. Nah.
Nah.
You need to be pretty much alongside them before you go under the bridge. to make it a clean move. And also, what you got to start considering is their position.
Yeah, what are
Yeah, they're
P2.
they? Oh shit.
So at this length in the game, you're basically P1, P2, 3. You do cleaner overtakes on. And also we're in P3 as well. So if you get it wrong, you fuck up 2 lots of podiums. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
Now the reality is, with 15 minutes left, I still don't think they'd catch us. But
No, they won't. No. I think you have to finish the race, though, don't you? I don't think you can finish in the pits.
I don't know. That's a good question.
Yeah. Because you can't finish in the pits in the endurance race.
Nope.
Real life. You have to be on track.
Yep.
Whether you drive out on track with one wheel and drag the rest of the car out, I don't know whether that's allowed, but...
Back end got slippy there.
It's,
yeah, you're starting to get back into the 40s now.
yeah, I mean, you can see where all the frickin'
Marbles.
yeah, the marbles are and how the track has changed.
Yeah.
Hello, Ryan.
Hey, buddy.
He's back.
Hello,
You
boys.
sleep?
We missed
Good
you.
morning, mate. Hello.
It wasn't the same. We talked about you the whole
I've-
time. All good things.
I've been up since about 7 watching. I couldn't be bothered to get out of bed, I'll be honest.
Level.
Are you my one
But I'm
viewer?
out of bed. Probably. You're gonna lose me in a second.
Aw.
I mean, I'll keep it up there just to get you up the algorithm. I'll give you a like.
Give him a like, yeah.
There we go.
So that means you heard our
Yeah.
ideas?
It doesn't mean I've been paying attention to the chat.
What a
Yeah,
prick.
I've woke up, I'm not
What
fucking
a
care.
dick. God. heart's broken.
What are your ideas?
Just about how to get all the guys who are part of 4X racing but aren't racing, how to help, kind of break the ice to get them into the endurance
Yeah.
races.
How long's left,
Yeah,
boys?
10 minutes.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, I'm all this. That was lap 700, Michael. Good job, man.
Yeah.
Wait, no, wait. You're not even at the start finish yet. Oh, I'm at the wrong part of the track. Oh shit, that's an alarm. Oh shit. Ah, fuck, there we go. Perfect. Amazing.
Oh yeah, Ryan, you're in the next stint, mate.
I
Are
don't.
you ready to go?
No.
I'm sleepy, leave me alone.
We're not playing with that. We've officially got P3.
Yes.
Yeah.
We can't lose this. We can't gain.
All right, can I bin it?
No.
Honestly, yeah.
Uh-huh.
'Cause Rob
I
brought
don't
up a
want
good
you to,
point.
but
I
if
don't
you
know
wanted.
you can finish in the pits, can you?
Yeah.
Oh, really?
You can't in normal endurance racing.
Because you don't retire.
Right.
You'll literally finish on the laps you finish on.
Ah,
Everyone's done their minimum fair share, right?
yes.
Yeah. It's only 35 laps. For minimum.
Okay. I was gonna say, have we checked other teams to check they've done theirs?
Yeah, everyone's green.
Uh,
Minus all the teams that are already going. But yeah,
Yes.
everyone's green.
our leaders did it as a 3-man.
Yep.
Ooh.
No wonder that 0.5 didn't do that many laps then.
Yep. Yeah, you only had to do 60. You only did 135.
We had
Yeah,
35 because we had a 5-man team. Yeah.
Yeah, then the other two were like 247, and then the Derek, their fastest dude, was did 336.
Fair dues, like.
Davies is pitting. What? He's having fucking racing for another team.
Yeah, I loaned him out.
What that?
So
They
yeah,
must need
I
a little
mean,
squirt of fuel there, mustn't they?
Say again?
in
They must
terms
just
of
need a little squirt of fuel, P2. They just pulled in. Got up on jacks as well.
I thought he was going to take me on the outside there.
No, he's going to cut back up on the inside to hold your line.
He's very squirrely.
Yeah, he's...
What's going on, turn 14?
Looks okay.
Nothing.
What, is that because someone's entering you in the pits?
No, it was just...
Michael, drive the car.
Yes, sir.
We'll tell you if you need to know something.
Okay. Sorry, Dad.
That's fine.
See, I think Charles is definitely the mother. He's a lot nicer.
How rude.
I don't know who should take offence there, me or you.
Daddy Charles. Thank you very much.
I'm nice, but in an aggressive way.
Yeah. He's the grumpy old grandpa. Okay.
No, it's you, mate. You're fine.
Yeah, that was...
Stay right,
He's
stay
gonna
right.
Take it. Yeah, he's gonna take it now.
Not a fan of that one.
No. It works if you can get enough speed out of that left-hander, but he backed off because he wasn't quite sure what Michael's doing. So just hold your line, mate, and drive normally.
Yeah.
Let them work a way around you. So just drive a normal line through here, mate. Don't worry about what they're doing. Do.
I'm gonna stick behind the this.
Yeah, so
force.
get behind the GTE, you just stay there. So you should be now looking at it full throttle through this corner. Oh, fucking hell. Yeah.
Can't do that.
No, that LMDH was a little bit.
Yeah, he couldn't make up his mind.
He backed off and fucked you right over. Because what should have happened there, the LMDH should have took you both. You should have then full throttled through the king to take him on that straight.
Yep.
That's what perfect scenario, but the LMDH like, nah, fuck you. I'm just gonna fucking push you on the marbles and don't give a fuck if you get around the corner or not. See, six minutes ago. Well, saying that though, they have got like 4 laps on P3, so they need to catch them up in that 6 minutes left.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they're really gonna achieve lots there, aren't they?
Well, you got to be a little bit careful because your P3's behind you. So if he did knock you and you come back and took P3 out, he's got a podium. I'm not saying that's the way statistics and racecraft works, but that's the way I look at it. I'm like, right. Yeah, what I'll do is give this guy a little tap, and hopefully he'll take out fucking P3.
Fruit Loops car. They were leading at the start. I don't know where they are now, were they? Oh, P3, so they're not doing too bad. Oh, this that 1K guy who get right in the middle of the track and expect you to overtake him. It's my racing line and I'm not moving off of it. And if I cut you up, it's your fault. So you're going to do that big out and in. And then full throttle. Do not back out. Do not back out.
Good job.
Well done.
Slightly scary.
Yeah, but that's because that fucking Fruit Loops car tried to take the centre.
Yep.
Because he's one of these people who goes, if I don't want you to go past me, I'm going to fucking take your line.
Yep.
And expects you to lose all the time.
feel like I've got a spider on my leg or something.
That's not good.
Alright.
I swear to God, if you wreck the car, get bit and handle it.
Yeah.
I don't care if it's poisonous. You can survive for 3 minutes.
Yeah.
Is that how long that?
You're a firefighter. You'll be fine.
Yeah. No, it just felt tingly.
That's just the podium, that dude.
Mm.
I'd say we've probably got 2 laps, 3 laps at most.
It depends where P1 is. They're in front of us, so they should. It depends whether P1 gets through before the 24-hour on it, or is it whether they could do the lap before the 24 hours.
Yes. Oh. Go forward.
Take your
a little
time. Drive forward.
yeah.
Make sure you're in
Good
second
lap.
gear so you don't spin the car.
You've got plenty of
Nice
time.
and easy on the front. That's it. Come back on. Nice and slowly. There you go.
Nicely done.
Sorry.
And just be careful about the X's
Fine.
now. We're very close to a drive-through, and we don't want to get it on the last lap.
So E1 is just coming through turn 14, so
Fucking 2 minutes.
No, this be yellow. This be white. This be a white flag now. Then.
I don't think this will be.
Yeah.
So the leader's only coming through now. They're going to be less than a 140. It really depends
Close.
on an LMDH. Yeah, it's going to be really close.
Yeah. I don't know whether it goes off the fastest or the average. I don't know how they do the actual timing.
yeah, true. Because
Because their average is slower than their fastest by 3 seconds. So if you go off the average, it's white flag. If you go off the fastest, it's not.
Yeah.
Because it's saying 4.6.
yeah,
So the finish of the race.
I'm on
so it
4
must-
now.
Yeah, so this should be your white flag.
White
Yeah,
flag.
There we are.
Hey,
Someone's binned it in turn 6.
yes.
Great lap to do it.
But they haven't, not according to Race Labs. I don't know where you get that information from. There's nobody. It's nobody stopped at turn 6.
Which one is turn 6?
It's that shitty left-hander underneath the bridge. You know, the one that on
hate
wakes your
that.
car.
I hate that.
Yeah.
I've kind of learned to like it.
You have to go a lot slower, don't you, and then accelerate through it. Because if you try and brake hard, it just unloads it too much.
Oh yeah, it's one of those satisfying corners when you get it right.
Yeah.
Where do you want me to pull up after the finish line?
Whatever you want. There isn't any iconic. Yeah.
Just
I don't
don't
think there's a
lose
spot
it
here.
until all cars have passed the start finish.
Yeah, so just drive back normally, mate.
Drive
Yeah.
back to the pitch, yeah?
Yeah.
Like when you get to about halfway around the track, normally it's alright to pull over and then tow back. There's no iconic places to park and take pictures on this track.
Alright.
I don't think so.
I think I should take a picture in turn 1.
We could always take a picture in front of the
At the
Henry
pitch.
American Rifle sign.
Oh no, well I nearly took out the leader of the GTP. Fucking that's iconic.
And the GT.
No,
No, I think the only thing that really shows
Fucking-
Road America is the bridge going up the hill for that left-hander on turn 6.
You can't stop in turn 1 because you'll get collected.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna keep going.
Not only
Here we go,
that,
boys.
I guarantee that if people are doing donuts, they're doing donuts at the frickin' turn 1.
Yeah.
Sand.
Hey, our boys, P3.
Good
Yeah,
job.
you've got LMDH. Yeah. You're good.
Good job, boys.
Yes, well done, the team.
Well done.
Good way,
Well
good
done,
way to end
boys.
the season.
Yes,
Another medal.
absolutely.
First medal.
Well done, mate.
Good job, dude. Yeah.
Oh, well done, boys. Great race. Ups and downs.
That's endurance race, isn't it?
Yeah.
Every
Good
race,
race to be
every
doing.
race I've been
Picture
in's
in
been
front
like
of that
this.
cheese. No,
Every race I've been in's been like this.
Yes.
Yeah.
What
There's
do we
a
do?
slow car in the next few
706
corners.
laps? 705 laps?
705, I think it's going to count.
Yeah, this is the only bridge that has a Road America sign on it with Corvette.
The thing is, the track's too fucking short to fucking block it, though, isn't it? Because if somebody comes around that corner,
Oh yeah,
you can't go. You
Still,
need to be broad.
going.
Yeah, you need to be broadside across it, don't you?
Uh-huh.
To get a decent photo.
Congratulations, all. Great race.
I've got a good photo of it crossing the finish line with the Road America
Beautiful.
sign.
Nice.
Beautiful.
I'm sorry, but Glenn's Watkins is totally not a Smurf.
Is he not?
Or his second account, like. I don't know.
And he
if
did
he
some
thought
ridiculous
people
fucking.
wouldn't notice that it's back.
Who is he?
It literally just says Glenn Watkins 2.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It's like me calling myself Stone Silver.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, great race, guys.
Yeah.
Good job for your first one, Michael.
Yeah,
it's
well
done well,
done,
mate.
dude.
Yeah, they're doing.
Donuts in the fucking back there.
Yeah, by turn 5.
Yeah.
A car P3 of the GTPs. Yeah, maybe just pit road.
Normally they park on there.
I'll just, if we need to, I'll just get a picture. Through the
yeah.
replay.
I think you get better pictures in replay if you turn your replay graphics all the way up.
Yeah, it's
That's
good
exactly
photos.
what I was gonna do.
Good job, Mike.
Oh,
Very well done, mate. For your first
Yeah.
one, that was immense. Well done.
There we go. Zing Zong is saying goodbye.
Ah,
The Chinese literally sat.
They
in the
wanted
car.
us to buy. They,
Bye,
bye,
guys.
guys. Bye, guys.
Sorry, guys. This is
Peace
enjoy.
out.
His whole entire team is black flagged.
Who's that?
Sounds about right.
Team XPC, the Chinese team.
Oh, where's
Entire
that?
team is black flagged.
I want to know how many. Oh, at least the incident points now, can't you?
Yeah. Oh,
327.
Whoa.
15. Oh, yeah.
holy shit, that's made me a
176.
4.93 safety rating driver.
That's it, mate.
God, some of these dudes are bad.
Carney Lovers, the P14 that we were coming off about, they got 327 incident points. Are you fucking kidding?
That's impressive.
We only,
And
we
you
only
on
got
G150.
72.
Yeah.
Who got the lowest?
I did.
Charles.
No, like what? Team?
Ah,
Well,
everybody,
that's hard
50.
because of all the teams that left.
Oh. The TNT, no, they can't be
Yeah.
counted.
Yeah. So that, I mean, that's the hard part is because now that everyone's leaving, we don't know who is still here. We can't really figure it out. But most of these dudes are like 28 or 0-0 or anything like that. We probably can't count.
I gained 7
I
I
would
ratings for that.
say
That's ridiculous.
Probably, let's see, 62 maybe.
Is it, I don't
Oh,
know.
no,
There's
61.
a fucking.
There's a 61.
Yeah.
And that team's
64.
still there. Yeah.
Oh, Sex, Drugs and Endurance only got 64.
Who is it? Rub and Tug Racing only got 61.
Ah, they won.
Yeah.
Maybe a 1.2k driver though.
Man.
Like I say, there's some shot. How the fuck you could see to get right? If you looked, if everybody else in the field was at 300 or 250, you'd most probably go, yeah, fair enough. But how can you be triple the amount? Oh, well, what's the next to the highest? So you got a 324.
This is the only reason why I'm just like
130.
maybe disqualify
158.
after a certain time.
Yeah.
Just
I
gets to that
personally
point,
think,
doesn't it?
yeah, if you're getting to 150, you should be disqualified.
because you're just driving like a dick.
Excessive, that man. Yeah.
And that's why you can understand why people are getting fucked off with that Diego. Because how much did Diego get? 113 on himself.
Jesus.
That's horrific.
And then he was gobbing off everybody else.
Even the Chinese team got less than them.
Yep.
What did they get? 176.
Yeah.
Yeah, so like I say, the whole team, I like I was saying, no, I don't think the whole team was shit drivers. They were just being too courteous and it was causing problems. But then that Diego, he's on purposely gone out and fucked people over.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he should be protested just on the fact that he got 113 points. How can you justify to drive like that?
Yeah, his safety rating should just be automatically relegated to rookie there.
Yeah, there's got to be some sort of penalty for it, because you're like, you cannot be doing that. It's like, how many laps did he write? So he did 159 laps. So he only had, I know you get 4 for every contact, but he only had, let's say 37 clean laps.
Shit.
It's bullshit. It's fucking absolute bullshit that people can get away with that. And like say, that Team X thing, okay, if you actually look at each one of them drivers, all right, fucking the Zhang, who he got 51, but the rest of them got about 30. That's acceptable on a 24-hour. You're just a shit driver. Or you've been unlucky because you keep getting took out. Because if you look at the rest of the teams, they're about the same.
It really sucks that we only got I think the highest I rating we got was 8.
Oh no, that's a bit harsh, isn't it? For a 24-hour race.
Yeah.
1.21 safety rating though. Quite high.
I'm still in the race. I take it you guys are back in the results page.
Yeah, we are.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm still in the race. I was like, fucking hell,
how did Craig's boys finish? Did they? 6th.
Yeah.
I didn't even look like him. SBR 6. So we came 3 behind them.
Yeah.
We were top 9, mate.
That shouldn't be happening.
What makes me laugh, right? After 24 hours, I got 8 iRacing points.
I know we should be. It should be.
That's the lie, isn't it?
You should get more than that. It's ridiculous.
Now you get fuck all endurance. That's why I like it, because everybody says they look at my thing. Oh, he's a 2K driver,
and he is not.
I like. Yeah, I did the most laps as well.
Nice, man.
So that means my incident points need to be divided by 4. So I actually win, Charles. So I'd say. So actually, I did 24. I did 24 laps more than Owen. So let's subtract that first stint, because that was an awkward stint. So that I got 11 incident points on my first stint. So yeah, I beat Owen. I think I beat Charles.
17 minus 11 is 6. So you didn't
just
beat
really
me.
sucks though, because you and I both just got 0 safety rating. Like, what the fuck?
It doesn't make a blind bit of difference.
Fucking bullshit is that? I should be a fucking.
Should be a white
5.
license.
It should be a 5.99.
It's nice to see Owen back up to some sort of safety rating. Fucking he was shocking,
Stay out of the Porsche Cup, dude.
Yeah, it's fucking shocking, isn't it? You can't do Porsche Cup and keep an A rating.
Mate,
Not a chance.
never. You get absolutely fucked.
Yeah. You talk about people fucking dive bombing you.
Oh my god, yeah.
That's
I enjoyed that one, boys. I really did.
It was good.
It turned out alright, actually. It did turn out alright.
Yeah, just a shame the field thinned out so much, really, but.
Yeah.
But it's like you say, I think the LMP2 is the fucking dead class now. It really is.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna learn the Porsche.
What, LMDH?
Yeah.
Or you're gonna go GT3?
But I love the Porsche GT3.
Yeah. That's a difficult car to drive fast though.
Yes.
No, I find it easier than the Beamer, mate. Beamer just feels like a tank.
Yeah, no, yeah, but we're talking about relative top speeds, if that makes sense. I think this is going to come across rude. I mean, at your level, all cars sort of drive the same at the moment.
Well, I feel more stable in the Porsche.
See, you're the only person that your iRating says that. You must have a weird driving style at the moment to feel that, because normally the Ferrari and the BMW is a more stable car because it's more understeery than the Porsche.
No, I was driving it around Barcelona. I tried driving the Beamer around Barcelona a couple of weeks ago. I couldn't do it. Get in the Porsche, and I was like, yeah, I can do this.
Yeah, like I say, it's one of them ones where your driving style might suit the Porsche better, because the Porsche is actually hard to drive like all the other cars. If that makes sense. It's a bit of a weird.
It is very different, isn't it? It is, definitely.
Because a lot of like new people like the Ferrari and the BMW because it understeers, so it verges more on the safety. But it all depends what you're saying. If you're saying you're quicker in the Porsche but you keep crashing, but that's why you like it, that's not the same as being quick in the
no.
car, if that makes sense.
I was crashing it less.
Yeah, so you say your actual driving style suits the Porsche more than the BMW. That's all it is. Because I find that quite funny sometimes when people go, "Well, I'm quicker in there, but I keep crashing it, but I like it." You know, it doesn't mean that that car's better for you.
Yeah.
But yeah,
that's not going to work in the long run.
Yeah, the problem with the Porsche, as soon as you come off the throttle, it rotates around the centre, so you end up spinning it more.
The 992 is not near as bad as the 991 was.
991, no.
Like the 992,
but that new Porsche is just as bad.
Nürburgring, I can take before the super fast left-hander at the end of the second straight. I don't remember what it is, the one where you just lift.
No idea. I can't remember myself.
I don't remember the name of the damn corner. It's the corner, like, what is that? 1, 2, 3, maybe 4.
Are we talking about the big Nordschleife? Or are we talking about this stadium?
Big Nordschleife.
Oh, okay, so you're actually on the Nordschleife or the actual?
Yeah, the
actual going for the stadium.
Yeah.
So you go up, you turn left at the top, don't you? You got another left.
You're driving up the hill, right?
On that hill. Yeah.
And then you have that super fast left. That one, the 991, you had to let off and get back on the throttle before taking the corner.
Okay, yeah.
Essentially, is what you kind of needed to try to do to keep the car stable. On the 992, you can freaking, like, I would literally sit there, six. As soon as I hit that corner, I'd turn, drop gear, slight lift, and freaking, I was getting faster exits than I was out of the Mercedes. And the Mercedes, you get fast exits out of it.
Yeah.
So I like the stability on it, and what's the other one? The right-hander going up the hill. The double right-hander, the fast one before the second straight. Yeah. So that one.
Yeah.
The 991, super nervous. And would spin out real easy if you let up at the wrong time. This one, way easier. You could take it at a faster speed. It was, the 992 is definitely better. I mean, Bathurst is a very good example. It's so much more stable in Bathurst than 991 was.
Well, okay.
Going up the mountain, just so much better. But it has, what's the issue with it? Top speed is still shit. Like it doesn't have the same top speed as the other cars. And the steering is lighter than the 991. So it feels more like a Porsche Cup car.
Yeah.
So.
Which doesn't actually feel like a proper car by the sound of it.
Nope.
Yeah, driving that LMP2, I tried. I was driving the Beamer around the Spa.
Yeah.
But that the LM, I just felt so much better in the LMP2, like the last couple of weeks. But yeah, if you guys choose LMDH, and I'll just try and learn it as well.
It's okay, mate. Every week I'll be chucking up sheets, and there'll be someone that will want to race with you, depending on what car it is. I'd recommend learning one thing.
Start off with
even if it's GT3, absolutely fucking mastering that. Then
Okay. Thank you for watching. I'm going to end it here because I'm tired. We got P3. Goal. Yeah. Anyway, I'm tired. Y'all take care.